This is a beast with 100% loyalty. A serpent-type tamed beast. Its sky-high price scares everyone off, yet people would sell everything they own to contract it. Only you couldn't care less. You turn around and spend just 5,000 on a turtle-type beast with only 1% loyalty, even though the moment it lays eyes on you, it wants to swallow you whole. You still contract it as your first beast companion without hesitation, because you've awakened the atavism system. It can revert any spirit beast with bloodline purity above 1% into an extinct ancient fierce beast, and the beast's loyalty and affinity both hit 100%. Now you pull out a low-rank contract seal to force a contract with the jade-marked spirit turtle, but the turtle fights back, fiercely, refusing to accept a broke kid like you as its master. After 30 minutes of mental suppression, the contract seal is finally imprinted on the turtle's head. Congratulations, player. Beast contract successful. Beast atavism unlocked. Beast codex unlocked. Assimilation unlocked. Ancient ring arena unlocked. Starter gift 1 atavism elixir. It can revert the 1-star transcendent jade-marked spirit turtle into a 2-star transcendent bloodshell savage turtle. But you clearly remember, the turtle's normal evolution should be a jade spirit turtle. What even is a bloodshell savage turtle? Did the system glitch? You pull out the beast encyclopedia from school, ready to check the jade spirit turtle stats first. Jade spirit turtle, 2-star transcendent, strength 50, speed 5, stamina 50, spirit 30, evaluation, slow movement and reaction speed, average strength, gentle temperament, loyal and obedient to its master, evolution cap, 3-star transcendent emerald spirit turtle. Then you open the system to check the atavism evolution, bloodshell savage turtle, 2-star transcendent, strength 180, speed 50, stamina 150, spirit 80, possesses extremely formidable strength, jaw-crushing bite force, fast movement, immense vitality and endurance, some self-healing ability, innate skill, blood ignition, the bloodshell savage turtle's blood ignites, tripling its strength, speed, and defense. Reading this, your jaw drops. Can this thing even be called a turtle? It feels like even tiger-type beasts aren't this powerful. Without a second of hesitation, you use the atavism elixir on the jade-marked spirit turtle. Inside the cage, the turtle's body swells a full size larger. Its shell turns deep crimson. While you wait for the atavism to finish, the class group chat explodes. Someone gushes. Blake from Class 2 spent $1 million on a top-tier spirit serpent, then another $1 million to evolve it into a 2-star jade spirit serpent. Insane. That $2 million is totally worth it. Guaranteed top 10 in the advancement exam. A sure ticket to the Grand Beast Academy. And Damien is even crazier. His beast evolved into a 2-star transcendent crimson flame fox. Strength 110. It could crush a truck. What kind of monsters are these? Do us 1-star kids even stand a chance at the advancement exam? Watching them chat, you just smile. Blake's jade spirit serpent, strength 90. Damien's crimson flame fox, strength 110. Neither can match your bloodshell savage turtle. With this atavism system, your beasts can all revert into ancient fierce beasts. These tame little pets can't even compare. Forget becoming the strongest beast master, at the very least you can get into the Grand Beast Academy. Suddenly, another message pops up in the chat. My uncle works at the Enforcement Bureau. They just busted a ring of illegal dealers selling rejected spirit beasts. They seized a buyer list. Guess who's on it? Everyone is dying to know who this lunatic is, since these beasts have dangerously low loyalty, way below the safety threshold. Best case, you get hurt and waste a contract seal. Worst case, you die on the spot. Then that classmate posts the photo. First Beast Academy, Class 3, Year 3. Kai, May 12th. Spent 5,000 on a jade-marked spirit turtle with 1% rebellion rate. The group chat goes dead silent. Your scalp tingles. How did the buyer list get leaked? Classmates flood the chat tagging you. Is Kai already dead? At Kai, too broke to dream of being a beastmaster, so he makes a desperate gamble. Wasn't this guy an all-element beastmaster? What a waste of talent. You scoff at the mocking messages flooding the screen. Laugh all you want. At the advancement exam, you'll find out who the real loser is. Soon someone else speaks up. Good thing I dumped him, or I would have wasted myself on that loser. The one talking is your ex-girlfriend Mira. She cheated on you with the Riverton rich kid Damien, then kicked you to the curb. Before we broke up, that creep tried to take advantage of me, wanted to get a room with me, but I shut him down. The whole chat erupts in laughter. Your blood boils. She's spreading lies in the chat just to impress Damien. Back then, Mira's grades were so bad she nearly got expelled. If you hadn't been a top student who tutored her like crazy, she might not have even made it to graduation. You never once suggested getting a room with her. In fact, she was the one who kept offering, and you turned her down every time. Now she's dumped you and latched onto Damien, who dropped $1 million on her, buying her a 2-star transcendent light feather hatchling. Mira leaps to rank 2 Beastmaster overnight. Everyone basically knows the real story, but nobody calls Mira out. They just think she played her cards right, a total winner in life. Thinking about this, the rage builds inside you. You start typing, Mira, go ahead and spread your lies. But don't let me catch you at the advancement exam. Everyone sees you pop up, openly challenging a rank 2 Beastmaster. The chat explodes with laughter. Kai, what are you gonna challenge Mira with? That reject jade-marked spirit turtle? What does a 5,000 reject even look like? Post a pic so we can all get a good laugh. Then Mira fires back. I'll be waiting. My light feather hatchling will devour your jade mark spirit turtle and turn you into someone who'll never get back up. You're about to type a comeback. When the system chimes, 2-star transcendent blood shell savage turtle, atavism complete. You drop the phone and look at the iron cage. The cage has been busted apart. The blood shell savage turtle is several times larger now, its back covered in rough, jagged spikes, its eyes burning with wild ferocity. That's when you notice the savage turtle is bigger, but also much calmer. You try giving it commands, stretch its neck, wag its tail. It obeys instantly. Looks like the savage turtle now follows orders at 100%. This is the system's bonus perk. Even a savage turtle with fierce beast blood has no choice but to submit. Then you quickly cover your mouth. Ever since the fierce beast bloodline went extinct, they became humanity's ultimate taboo. There's even a law, if a fierce beast is ever discovered, it must be eliminated on sight. So this system must stay an absolute secret. You keep browsing the system's features and find the ancient ring arena is grayed out. Unlock cost 10,000. Tapping in, you realize it's a beast combat training ground. Official arenas cost over 100,000 per session, so 10,000 is a steal. Real combat training is crucial. It's one of the 3 tests in the advancement exam. Test 1, beast quality and affinity. Test 2, the beast rank. Test 3, actual combat, also the most brutal of them all. Every year, plenty of beasts die in it. There are 2 ways to gain combat experience. First, fight in real forbidden zones, but that's way too dangerous. Practically a suicide mission. Second, use man-made beast combat training arenas. They also give beast masters solid combat training, but with the exam approaching, wealthy students have already booked every single arena. So you need to earn 10,000 first to unlock the ancient ring arena and sharpen your combat skills. You head to the Riverton Guild, hoping to pick up basic jobs for pay, beast sales, taming work. But after searching for a while, all you find is a combat sparring partner job. These are usually for students facing the advancement exam who want a good ranking but can't afford the official arenas, so they hire a sparring partner instead. You quickly pick the highest paying one. This job is perfect, so you accept it right away. At the registration desk, a young woman in her 20s handles the paperwork, but her face turns strange when she sees which job it is. Are you sure about this? The client has a beast at the same rank as yours. Without an overwhelming advantage, your beast's safety can't be guaranteed. You nod firmly. I've made up my mind. The receptionist hesitates, but remembers this job has been posted for a while with no suitable candidates. The client is getting impatient, and their status is too high to offend. So she stamps her approval. You leave the guild, heading to the job site. She watches you walk away and sighs. That's the 13th person to take this job. Hopefully he comes back in one piece. When you arrive, the massive luxury estate nearly stops you in your tracks. This client is seriously wealthy. You throw on a black robe to hide your identity. The client might be from First Beast Academy. A guard leads you inside, and a wave of blood hits your nose. That's spirit beast blood, and not from just 1 or 2. The guard lets slip, you're the 13th one to take this job. The ones before you all had a rough time. Before he can say another word, a crushing pressure forces him to the ground. A female warrior steps forward. My lady's affairs are none of your business. Her armor alone looks worth a fortune. She radiates raw power, at least a rank 4 warrior. She leads you to the stone arena. The smell here is even worse. Your heart starts pounding. On the other side of the arena, a girl gripping a short sword looks your way. You recognize her instantly. Serena, the top-ranked beauty of the entire school. Another all-element beastmaster prodigy. Her father governs an entire province, 22 major cities, millions of people. Nobody knows why Serena came to a small place like Riverton. A person like her beast can't possibly be ordinary. Thinking this, you spin around to leave, but you're immediately blocked by the bodyguard. You took the job, now you fight. You reluctantly turn back, look at Serena, and ask, "Can you go easy on me?" But Serena flicks her finger, and a bank card slices past your cheek like a blade, embedding itself in the door frame. There's $1 million in here. If your beast dies in battle, you can take the card. Classic Princess Serena, always going big. But when Serena hears the nickname, her brow furrows instantly. You know who I am? You clap your hand over your mouth. Just then the bodyguard brings in another person. The next sparring partner has arrived. It's Blake from Class 2. He took the same job. You step aside. How about he goes first? Blake shoots you a contemptuous look and steps right into the stone arena. His jade spirit serpent appears, its green scales clearly built for solid defense. Then Serena summons her own beast. Light spills from the beast space as a graceful fox steps out, its body shimmering with a strange 9-colored glow. You and Blake both go pale. The 9-color fox, ranked 33rd on the Heaven tier beast list. All 3,600 known spirit beasts are divided into 4 tiers, Heaven, Earth, Mystic, and Yellow. Only the strongest of all spirit beasts, the top 100, make the Heaven tier. Rank 33 is elite among the elite. Serena points at both of you. You two can come at me together. But Blake refuses. I don't need anyone's help. I'll fight you fair and square. The bodyguard hears this and presses a button. The stone arena begins shifting terrain. In seconds, it transforms into a dense forest. Blake's face lights up. The jungle is the Jade Spirit Serpent's home turf. Under Blake's command, the serpent hides in the trees. While the 9-color fox is still searching, the Jade Spirit Serpent strikes. The 9-color fox dodges with a light leap. Its 9 colored tails morph into tail blades, launching forward in a flash and slicing across. In an instant, the serpent is torn open. Blake screams for his beast to dodge, but the serpent curls into a ball. Classic zero trust. Under extreme stress, a beast ignores its master's commands and follows its own instincts. Blake immediately surrenders, but Serena doesn't flinch. The 9-color fox unleashes a savage beating on the jade spirit serpent, pounding it until it blacks out. The tail blade hovers right at the serpent's weak point. The fight is over. Since you still need the advancement exam, I'll spare your beast's life. Serena's cold voice rings out. Blake collapses to his knees. The jade spirit serpent won't heal anytime soon. His advancement exam is done for. Then Serena turns to you. You form a seal and summon the bloodshell savage turtle. Seeing it, Serena is surprised at first, then disappointed. This beast looks even worse than the jade spirit serpent. I need the guild to screen harder. Don't send me just anything. Blake sees it's a turtle and gloats. Even a turtle won't survive this. It'll be even worse than my jade spirit serpent. Hearing this ticks you off. We'll see about that. The savage turtle enters the stone arena, but instead of hiding, it walks right up to the 9-color fox. The fox's tail blade slashes down, striking sparks off the turtle's shell, but only a faint scratch remains. You breathe easy. The shell is tougher than you thought. Serena shows a rare look of surprise. As the 9-color fox attacks relentlessly and time ticks by, an idea hits you. You don't have to do anything, you still earn 10,000 an hour, just wait it out. 2 hours later, the 9-color fox is completely drained, its face showing an almost human look of disbelief. The savage turtle is still right where it started, as if it just took a nap. Serena's face has gone pale. The intense battle has drained her mental energy, but her affinity with the 9-color fox is rising. Suddenly Serena commands, "Make your beast move, I want a real fight." But you're happily counting your earnings, almost 30,000 already. Hearing Serena's demand, you're reluctant. The job description never said I have to fight back. If I knock your 9-color fox out, the session's over, right? Serena laughs in disbelief. Knock it out? You? Tell you what, knock the 9-color fox down once, and I'll pay an extra 100,000. Hearing that, your eyes light up. For real? Serena is fired up now, pouting as she shouts, "I always keep my word." "Then let's aim for 1,000,000, you yell, pumping up your turtle. Serena nearly chokes. "Let's see what's harder, your shell or your mouth." Turtle-type beasts are all defense. Go on offense and it'll be even worse than Blake's jade spirit serpent. You completely ignore her. Blake turns red with fury. Inside the arena, the bloodshell savage turtle steps out. Its ferocious appearance makes Serena and the 9-color fox both tense up. Somehow, your turtle looks nothing like a normal spirit beast. More like a predator. "Let's not worry about that," you say with a smile. The 9-color fox darts through the forest, circling behind the savage turtle. But the turtle suddenly moves, whipping around with a tearing claw strike, slamming right into the 9-color fox. Massive sparks erupt. Then the bloodshell savage turtle breaks into a full sprint. With overwhelming force, it catches the 9-color fox in a heartbeat. Serena and the fox are both stunned. Is that a lightning turtle? Am I dreaming? Blake is terrified too, his jaw is on the floor. What kind of insane speed is that? Serena rushes to warn the fox, but it's too late. When the claw slams into the 9-color fox, it gets sent flying, crashing through several trees before stopping. But the savage turtle doesn't let up. It lunges with jaws wide open for savage bite. The fox barely dodges. Behind it, a tree trunk over a meter thick is crushed to splinters. Blake's jaw is on the floor. That's a turtle? You sure it's not a savage tiger in a shell? The sheer violence feels unstoppable. The savage turtle keeps chasing the fox, closing in fast. Serena orders the 9-color fox to activate its innate skill, Enchanted Blade. A red glow engulfs the tail blades. Fire elemental enchantment. It clicks instantly. The reason the 9-color fox ranks on the heaven tier is because it can channel magic. 9 types: wind, fire, lightning, and more. When the tail blade strikes the savage turtle's shell, a searing burn mark brands into it. Serena sees the hit land and breathes easy. The fox's enchantment carries 30% mental damage. That kind of pain is more than most spirit beasts can handle. They break free from their master's control. If the beast runs 10 meters, she wins. Most beast masters would soothe their beast right now. You know pushing harder isn't a good call, but you grit your teeth and shout, "Push through and tear it apart." The savage turtle charges straight through the wall of flames, ignoring the heat, and clamps its jaws on the 9-color fox. Then it triggers Savage Bite, pinning the fox to the ground and slamming it over and over. Serena is in total shock. Since evolving to 2-star Transcendent, the 9-color fox has never been beaten like this by a beast of the same rank. The bodyguard quickly calls it. "Enough! Stop!" The instant you give the order, the savage turtle hurls the 9-color fox out of the arena. Blake grabs the bank card and bolts. That was terrifying. Never seen a turtle that savage. Better leave before Serena comes after me too. You look at Serena without an ounce of shame. So that's my win, right? Serena nods. She tells the bodyguard to settle up, then rushes to check the fox's injuries. Seeing the 9-color fox battered and bruised, tears stream down Serena's face. When you receive 130,000 in payment, you almost can't believe it. No wonder everyone says Beastmasters make serious money. You grab your pay and get ready to run. But the moment you turn, a voice calls from behind. "You're leaving?" Your heart skips a beat. Are you from First Beast Academy? A substitute teacher maybe? You quickly play along. How did you figure that out? Lucky guess, huh? Because in Serena's mind, no student could have that kind of power. She quickly asks, will you come back tomorrow? Hearing this, you relax. She's just worried you won't return, not coming back for revenge. While you're thinking it over, Serena mistakes your silence for hesitation. This sparring means a lot to her growth, and it's hard to find a beast this strong at the same rank. I can pay more. 20,000 an hour. 10 hours of combat training a day. Deal? Your jaw drops. 200,000 a day? Beastmasters really make money this fast? Seeing you haven't budged, Serena raises it to 30,000 an hour. You accept immediately. 300,000 a day? That's 90 million a month. From now on, any beast you want is yours. You could even find the savage turtle a mate and it wouldn't dent the budget. You rush straight home. The 9-color fox got its training today, but the savage turtle needs to level up too. The fox simply underestimated it today. Tomorrow, with its guard up, it'll be a lot tougher to beat. You open the system, eager to try the ancient ring arena. After spending 10,000 on a ticket, the system posts a message. The arena can teleport you to any ancient world. The older the world, the greater the danger, and the greater the rewards. A list of arenas appears. You carefully pick the first one, the ancient realm. In an instant, you're pulled into another dimension. Red clouds blanket the sky. The air reeks of desolation. The system posts a mission. Difficulty 1 star. Kill 10 dire tigers. Reward, 1 1-star atavism elixir. Assimilation +1. Beastmaster, strength +10. Spirit +5. Speed +3. Stamina +3. Beast, strength +20. Spirit +5. Speed +5. Stamina +5. Your eyes light up at the rewards. Your strength is only 10 right now. After this mission, it could hit 30, even stronger than a rank 1 warrior. A roar echoes in the distance. A dire tiger has spotted you on its territory. You command the savage turtle to attack. It charges like a tank. The dire tiger is agile with skills like Tiger Roar Wave and Tiger Assault, but the savage turtle has Savage Bite. After testing each other, the turtle clamps down on the dire tiger's neck and triggers Savage Bite. The dire tiger goes down. Ding. Dire tiger killed. Bloodshell savage turtle, experience +10. Battle will +10%. Loot, 1 dire tiger fang, 3 beast claws, and a tiger pound skill tome. A skill tome dropped. You tap it open right away. The drop rate is only 7%. You got insanely lucky. Skill tomes go for hundreds of thousands right now. It's not a perfect fit for the savage turtle, but you haven't learned the skill anyway. After 30 minutes of hunting, you've killed all 10 dire tigers. After claiming the rewards, you can feel yourself twice as strong, like you become a real warrior. Then you're teleported out. You check the clock. 5 full hours inside, but only 5 minutes in the real world. The flow of time is completely different. But you still don't know if the arena is a real world. If you die inside, what happens? You buy another ticket. Remaining entries? 1. So the arena only allows 3 entries per day. You grab the last ticket too. This time 2 options appear. Option 1, Ancient Realm, 1-star difficulty, rewards halved. Option 2, Primordial Realm, 2-star difficulty, rewards doubled. Riding on your first success, you pick option 2 without hesitation. The scene shifts, and you enter again. This time, the beast rewards are noticeably better. The Beastmaster rewards haven't changed, but they equal an expensive vitality pill. You read the target's profile and discover the Shadow Wolves are actually weaker than the dire tigers in a straight fight. The difficulty hasn't jumped much, but when you read their behavior profile, a chill runs down your spine. Shadow Wolves are famous for pack coordination. They execute precision teamwork when hunting. When a full pack swarms, even elite rank spirit beasts become prey. Just as you're totally freaked out, rapid movement sounds close in from every direction, like a net tightening around you. You're surrounded. By the time you hear them, the Shadow Wolf pack is already in their final kill phase. The savage turtle starts charging wildly, trying to plow through. But 7 or 8 Shadow Wolves rush in. The savage turtle times it perfectly, biting 1 dead. Shadow Wolf killed. Drop speed +5. They can drop stats. You add it to the savage turtle's panel right away. But more Shadow Wolves keep coming. Some go for the neck, others clamp onto the hind legs. The savage turtle fights back desperately, killing a few more and getting another +5 drop. But it can't hold. It crashes down. The wolves tear you apart too. Screaming, you open your eyes. Your body is fine. The pain was terrifyingly real though. After catching your breath, you check the clock. Only 1 minute has passed. With your last ticket, you play it safe and choose the ancient realm, then complete the mission in 3 hours. The next morning you arrive, at the estate. Serena is already waiting. She bows. Master, I'm counting on you for today's training. You both summon your beasts. Instantly something feels off. The 9-color fox is different from yesterday. Even without activating its innate skill, blazing heat radiates from it. The 9-color fox learned a fire-type magic skill tome yesterday. Now it clicks. No wonder it feels so much stronger after just 1 day. You can't help thinking, she really is loaded. A magic skill tome costs way more than a regular one, and skill tomes don't let beasts learn just any random skill, they speed up mastering one the beast already has talent for. The 9-color fox is naturally gifted with magic. Normally it takes 3 to 5 years to learn, but a skill tome makes it almost instant. Of course the matching tomes are astronomically expensive. But you're not intimidated. Yesterday the savage turtle got a huge boost too. Once the terrain loads, both beasts step in. Today's 9-color fox instantly uses speed to create distance. Its agility hits 130, with a peak burst of over 180. The savage turtle right now barely reaches 70. It can't keep up at all. The fox's tail blade strikes, cleaving into the savage turtle's shell and splitting open a crack. The savage turtle's body jolts hard. The mental pain is excruciating. Through your bond you know the damage is serious. And that was only one strike. What did the 9-color fox learn to get this much stronger? Serena smiles and speaks up. The 9-color fox learned Flame Slash. Your heart sinks. Flame Slash is a heaven-tier magic skill, devastating power and an outrageous price tag. It's extracted from high-rank spirit beasts. Use one, and it's gone forever. No wonder the boost is massive. On the field, the fox keeps hammering the savage turtle. The relentless mental damage paralyzes it. With a single thought, you order the savage turtle to unleash its innate skill, Blood Ignition. Instantly, blood surges from its wounds, forming a crimson mist that wraps around its body. An energy ring swirls around it. The air fills with a thick scent of blood. Witnessing this, Serena and the bodyguard are stunned. In this form, the savage turtle has gone from wild to absolutely ferocious. Serena quickly warns the 9-color fox to stay sharp, but the savage turtle's stats have tripled too. Its speed shoots past 190, and it barrels straight at the 9-color fox, smashing through everything in its path. The 9-color fox turns pale with terror, desperately trying to shake the savage turtle. But the turtle doesn't bother with detours. The stone arena isn't that big. Within seconds, it slams the fox to the ground and opens its massive jaws to bite through its neck. I surrender! Stop! The two voices ring out almost simultaneously. 1 second the savage turtle is in a total frenzy. The next it freezes like a statue. The 9-color fox lies beneath it, trembling. Serena's face has gone white as a sheet. This is nothing like she imagined. She thought after learning Flame Slash, the 9-color fox could easily crush the turtle. Instead, it pushed the turtle into a total rampage and nearly got the 9-color fox killed. You look at Serena and ask seriously, aren't we doing combat training? Why bring out something like Flame Slash, a magic skill? If this were a real battlefield, you and the 9-color fox would both be dead right now. Serena is silent for a moment, then nods. I understand. I just wanted to win once. So let's keep the trump cards off the table and stick to regular combat training. Deal? Serena nods and agrees. You secretly breathe a sigh of relief. Blood Ignition has a cooldown, 12 hours between uses. If she kept using Flame Slash, the turtle wouldn't stand a chance. Serena starts applying a healing potion to the 9-color fox. The fox's wounds heal rapidly. You watch with eager eyes. The savage turtle stares at the fox pitifully too. Serena notices the turtle's injuries and hands the potion over. Here, treat it. You look at the blue bottle in your hand. It's identical to the one in the store window, priced at 120,000. The savage turtle stares at you eagerly. Give it to me. Hurry up. If you wait any longer, my wounds will heal on their own. But you pocket it instead. This thing can sell for 80,000. Using it on the turtle would be a total waste. Serena catches your little move but says nothing. By the time the 9-color fox is fully healed, the savage turtle's wounds have mostly closed up on their own. Serena is surprised. Master, your turtle self-healing is incredible. You scratch your head and grin sheepishly. Ever since she started calling you master, you've kind of enjoyed it. Over the next 9 hours you both train hard. By the end, you're both gasping for air. On the surface, the beasts are the ones fighting, but a beastmaster's mental and physical energy drains just as hard. You're exhausted, but the truth is, while you're helping Serena train, she's also giving you and the savage turtle real combat experience. And she's paying you for it. After the session, the bodyguard hands over today's pay, a full 400,000. Turns out since the savage turtle knocked the 9-color fox down at the start, you got an extra 100,000. After thanking them, you turn and leave exhausted. Serena and the bodyguard watch you vanish into the night. The bodyguard speaks up. My lady, do you really think he's a teacher from First Beast Academy? Some of his moves seem clumsy. And if he really is a teacher there, he should be a senior beastmaster who just brought a 2-star transcendent beast to spar with you. After today's session, I understand why you're mentally drained. But why would he be this exhausted too? Serena pauses. Good point. If he were a senior beastmaster, his spirit should be far above hers. Sparring with a 2-star transcendent beastmaster for one day. Why would that tire him out? The bodyguard asks, My lady, shall I look into who he really is? Serena thinks for a moment, then gently shakes her head. No need. Who he is doesn't matter. What matters is that training with him gives me and the 9-color fox a huge boost. Besides, there's no way he's my age. Nobody in my generation is stronger than me. Meanwhile, you head home without a clue. You open the Ancient Ring Arena again. All 3 entries on 1-star Ancient Realm. Today's trial gets you thinking. What is the Ancient Ring Arena really? It doesn't feel like a virtual game world. The territory you cleared yesterday hasn't respawned any dire tigers. Even yesterday's battle scars are still there, along with footprints left by other dire tigers that came to investigate. Tracks and traces. But you also died in the Shadow Wolf mission yesterday, yet came back perfectly fine in reality. Also, while farming dire tigers today, something unusual dropped, an obedience potion. It boosts a beast's obedience by 3%, only works on beasts below 2-star transcendent, a nice bonus but completely useless to you. Why would the arena drop something like this? Before you can figure it out, your phone buzzes. The group chat is going wild. The advancement exam rules are changing. In previous years, the third test was standard combat, but this year, it's being replaced with a survival mission in the Forbidden Wilds against wild spirit beasts. The news hits like a thunderbolt. Wild beasts have real combat experience. For exam students, it's practically a death sentence. One classmate suddenly says, "No wonder every training arena got booked this year. Feels like a lot of people got tipped off early." That comment wakes a lot of people up, but most are confused about why the sudden change. Someone in the know replies, "The Grand Beast Academy has a new headmaster. He says training beast masters without real combat is a waste of resources." And there's an even bigger bombshell. Students who pass the exam get migration rights. This year, Riverton got extra slots, so candidates from major cities will take the exam under Riverton's name. The one leaking all this is Marcus. His uncle runs the Riverton Enforcement Bureau, so he has access to information nobody else gets. You have a gut feeling he's right. A survival exam in the Forbidden Wilds has never been done before, but every training arena is already booked solid, so your only option is the discovery you made today. A glitch in the ancient ring arena. In past years, the exam was student versus student combat. This year, it's deep inside the Forbidden Zone. Everyone says stepping into the Forbidden Wilds is a death sentence, a slaughterhouse built for geniuses. But you're actually excited, because you found the system's loophole. As long as you stay inside the ancient ring arena without completing the mission, you can extend combat time indefinitely. Even 1,000 rounds inside only costs a few hours in real life. So you plan to launch your own training program before the exam. Every day you spar with Serena. 10 hours of intense combat. Then at night, you and the Savage Turtle enter the ancient ring arena, deliberately avoiding the mission target dire tigers and hunting other fierce beasts instead. As long as you survive, a single session means half a month of non-stop fighting. So the Savage Turtle gains 30 strength points every day. Even if rich kids fed their beast vitality pills daily, they couldn't match your growth rate. 1 week later, you've earned over 10 million from Serena. Your first thought is curing your father's illness. He had spent years hunting fierce beasts in the demon caverns to support you, and the blood toxin from the caverns invaded his body. So the first thing you do with this money is try to cure his blood poisoning for good. When you call the provincial hospital, the doctor hears it's reached stage 3 and tells you there's virtually no cure. The answer hits like a thunderbolt. How much do you need? 10 million? 20 million? As long as it can be cured, I'll find the money, any amount. The doctor sighs. Stage 1 or 2 is treatable, but stage 3 is beyond us. Then he adds, unless it's the healing beast inside the Grand Beast Academy, it can completely purge blood toxin. Beastmasters hold enormous status. If you can get that healer to help, your father still has a chance. Hearing this, you wipe away your tears. You have to get into the Grand Beast Academy. It's the only way to reach that healer. Over the next month, you and Serena train daily. 1 week before the exam, Serena says she's heading to a professional training arena, ending your partnership. You feel a little sad. After all, once the advancement exam is over, you two will be parallel lines that never cross again. During this time, you've been exploiting the glitch in the ancient ring arena. Total time inside, 600 days. The Savage Turtle strength has skyrocketed past 1,000. Your own strength has broken past 60, far beyond a rank 1 warrior. Your spirit has also crossed the 50-point milestone. For humans, spirit breakthroughs are much harder than strength, so hitting 50 within 3 years is incredibly fast. Because once your spirit passes 50, you unlock a second beast slot, allowing you to contract a second beast. You head to the Beast Center. A saleswoman hurries over. "Hey handsome, what's your Beastmaster talent? I can help you find a match." You answer casually, "Any element works." Her eyes go wide. "Are you an all-element Beastmaster?" Half the store turns to stare. You awkwardly say, "Just show me some cheap ones." She takes you to a different section. "This one's the cheapest we've got. Rebellion rate, only 72%. It's risky, I wouldn't recommend it." You look at it and hesitate. "Anything cheaper?" She looks you up and down, instantly losing interest. "Don't say I didn't warn you. 72% is the safety threshold. Anything cheaper is a reject that will turn on its master." With no other choice, you try other shops. Every beast with an acceptable rebellion rate has bloodline purity below 1% according to the system. None of them qualify for atavism. That means you can only buy cheap rejects. You dig through spam messages on your phone. After contacting several sellers, you finally reach one. He wants 5,000 for a beast with 40% rebellion rate. You reject it immediately. You only want one with under 10%, and the seller couldn't care less if you live or die. He ships it fast. At home, you find a black cage at your door. The moment you step close, a dark blur lunges at you. Inside is a panda beast. It's said to be an ancient species that's gone the cute route. Most people can only keep them as pets. But luckily, its bloodline purity is above 1%. Using your powerful spirit, you force a contract. 1-star Transcendent Panda Beast contracted. Atavism available. 2-star Transcendent Berserk Iron Eater. Normally, Panda Beasts evolve into 2-star Transcendent Moonlight Pandas. You open the Moonlight Panda's profile. Moonlight Panda, 2-star Transcendent. Traits, soft white fur, a gentle appearance, 0 aggression. At night, its eyes absorb the power of moonlight. Evolution Cap, 2-star Elite Rank. Shadow Panda, a support-type spirit beast that channels moonlight into healing energy. It heals itself or allies, has solid night vision, and triples its agility under moonlight. Then come the 4 base stats. Next, you open the Berserk Iron Eater's profile. 2-star Transcendent. Massive frame, powerfully built, skin as hard as iron that can deflect attacks. Its eyes glow red at night. Combat trait, Iron Hide, skin tough as iron with extreme resistance to physical attacks. Berserk Strength, in combat, it erupts with devastating power, terrifying destructive force. Iron-crushing fangs, razor-sharp teeth that chew through metal and shred enemy armor with ease. Skill, Iron-Tide Roar, when enraged, the Iron Eater unleashes an earth-shaking roar. The sound wave carries mental energy, generating a sonic blast that deals both physical and psychological damage. Enemies are incapacitated for a short time. Skill, Iron Fist Surge, after consuming enough iron, the beast enters surge mode. Defense skyrockets. Attack speed and power spike massively. Every strike carries an iron-blooded edge that shreds enemy defense and deals sustained damage. And then, the explosive base stats. You almost laugh out loud. This is a true ancient fierce beast. Its starting stats already outclass the savage turtle. Its bloodline might be even more ancient. You use the atavism elixir on the panda beast. The next day, the advancement exam begins. Everyone gathers outside the city as required. Today's security detail turns out to be none other than the Flame Dragon Task Force, the elite strike unit of the Demon Suppression Army. The selection is brutal. Only the best of the best make the cut. A classmate in the know says, "I heard the Flame Dragon Task Force already wiped out every spirit beast above 2-star Transcendent in the exam zone." Still, you're a bit worried. Hundreds of hectares. Not a single one slipped through. Soon the principal takes the stage, pumping up the students for the exam. But the moment the principal steps down, a masked examiner takes the stage. "I wonder how many of you will make it back alive." The words land like a bomb. Every student is gripped by a wave of fear. The examiner holds up a flag. Flags have been planted throughout the exam zone. Form teams of 7. Collect 8 flags. The first team to collect all flags passes the advancement exam. The crowd erupts. "That's way too luck-based." You frown slightly. This isn't just about luck. If someone knows where the flags are beforehand, they win easily. It's wide open for cheating. The masked examiner speaks again. Rule 1. Complete this as a team. Solo completions don't count. Rule 2. Your team cannot lose more than half its beasts or beast masters. Otherwise, the mission is a failure and the entire team is disqualified. With the rules announced, students scramble to form teams. Priority 1. Stack your squad with strong members. Strength means protection and insurance. A crowd has already gathered around Damien. Everyone is begging him to join their team, but Damien just smirks. Meanwhile, nobody wants to team up with you. The whole school knows about your reject spirit beast. You've been labeled the undisputed dead weight of the class. Then a voice calls from behind. "Kai, over here!" A slick-haired guy waves you over. It's Marcus, the school's walking encyclopedia. He's the one who leaked your reject beast purchase. Marcus has some pull, though he's not as flashy as Damien. He's also the youngest in the richest family in Riverton. You look over, confused. What's this about? His teammates frown. "Marcus, you could have picked anyone. Why him? His beast is a reject." But Marcus ignores them. "I walked past everyone, turned down plenty of offers and came straight here just to find you." Hearing this, you know he means no harm. He wouldn't come all this way to mess with you. You nod and accept. But Faye isn't having it. Why are you inviting him? His reject beast will only drag us down. Faye is Mira's best friend. Back when you and Mira were together, Faye used to greet you with a smile. Now her attitude has done a complete 180. The other 3 stay silent but clearly side with Faye. Marcus grins at the team. "Kai here is a real heavy hitter. You guys have no idea." "Watch your mouth, Marcus. Don't make me get Mira's boyfriend Damien to teach you a lesson." Marcus's smile vanishes. "You keep dropping Damien's name. Did they even invite you? Keep talking and I'll kick you out." Faye wisely shuts up. Marcus grabs your arm. "Come on, let's go find our next member." "Who?" you ask. Marcus just smirks and keeps you guessing, leading you through the crowd to the most packed area. Through the wall of people, you catch a glimpse of a girl surrounded by everyone, wearing a plaid skirt and a fitted jacket, stunning beyond words, impossible to look away from. It's Serena. Damien is already trying to recruit her. Luna looks nervous. "Serena is the hottest pick out there. Can we really land her?" Marcus grins. "Won't know unless we try." You spent a month posing as a teacher, sparring with the ice-cold school beauty. She called you master every day with a sweet smile, even brought you tea. You spent every session lost in her stunning looks, raking in tens of millions in training fees. Marcus has set the sweetest trap for you. On exam day, Serena discovers your real identity, but she doesn't come for revenge. Instead, she seems intent on eliminating anyone who mocks you. Now you and the squad approach Serena, but the top pick Damien is already blocking her path. "Serena, trust me. Our squad is your best option." His voice drips with sincerity, but Serena stays ice cold, as if waiting for something. Marcus steps up. "Serena, why not consider us? I can throw in some secret intel." Damien glances over at your squad. Seeing you, he frowns. Mira, beside him, looks at you with pure disgust. Kai, you bought a reject beast and still dare show up? You chuckle. Remember what I said? Don't let me catch you at the exam. Threatened in public, Mira explodes. I wouldn't boil your jade mark spirit turtle for soup. And you think it can fight my light feather hatchling? Damien chimes in. Kai, your luck just ran out. People die in the Forbidden Wilds all the time. You're dead for sure. The crowd shoots you looks of pity. Your eyes turn cold. You're right. People dying in this exam is perfectly normal. A chill runs through Damien and Mira. Serena turns to look at you, then asks Marcus, you really know who he is? Of course. My uncle runs the Riverton Guild. They exchange cryptic hints. Moments later, Serena walks toward your squad. She actually picks Marcus's team. Damien is stunned. Everyone around is completely dumbfounded. Does Serena not want to pass? Before anyone can figure it out, all students enter the Forbidden Wilds. Everyone receives a wristband that monitors vital signs and can send a distress signal. After pushing deeper into the wilds, a massive tiger bursts from the brush. The three girls scream. Travis tries to look calm, but his legs are shaking. A wild 2-star transcendent glazed tiger. Serious combat power. Marcus yelps and ducks behind you. Only you and Serena stay calm. She knows her 9-color fox can slash a glazed tiger in seconds, so she's not worried at all, but curious about your confidence. After facing dire tigers in the ancient ring arena, the glazed tiger barely registers. But you're torn. The berserk iron eater isn't fully evolved yet. If you summon the savage turtle, your cover is blown. If Serena finds out the guy she's been calling master is you, she'll hunt you down for 3 days. Marcus sees you hesitate. Kai, aren't you going to fight? We're in a combat exam. You give Marcus a long look, but the glazed tiger is already charging at you. Travis backs away, no intention of helping. Faye actually shouts, I knew Kai would drag us down. Don't save him, we have 3 death slots anyway. At the last second, a flash of silver streaks through the air. The glazed tiger's head separates from its body and crashes to the ground. Everyone looks at Serena. Her 9-color fox licks blood off its claws. So decisive. Nothing like a rookie beastmaster. A wild 2-star transcendent beast didn't even last 1 second. Luna gazes at Serena in awe. Travis quietly summons his beast, a demonic ape standing over 2 meters tall. Everyone recognizes it, a former top 100 yellow-tier beast. Marcus suggests everyone summon their beasts so they can react instantly to danger. One by one, they summon. Faye's is a star spirit butterfly. Luna's is a swift shadow leopard. Autumn's is a green spirit treant. All of them 2-star transcendent. Everyone complains about how competitive it is, but secretly everyone has been evolving. Then Marcus summons his, a round chubby pig glowing golden. A stark contrast to the rest. But nobody laughs. This pig is the #1 ranked beast on the yellow tier, the lazy pig. It releases a special mental energy that warps enemies' minds, slowing their movements and draining their will to fight. Marcus plays humble. His dad spent a fortune to get it. Stop staring. Compared to Kai and Serena, I'm nothing. Faye frowns. Serena, sure. But Kai just bought a reject. He's the weakest link. Suddenly, more glazed tigers burst from the jungle. Travis screams, contact! Then parks himself next to Serena, ready to fight alongside her. Faye hides behind Marcus, but Luna charges forward with incredible bravery, sending her swift shadow leopard straight into the glazed tigers. The beasts are evenly matched, but the glazed tigers have numbers. They nearly tear the swift shadow leopard apart. Autumn screams. 3 glazed tigers are charging at them. Her green spirit treant is support type, useless in a fight. Travis's demonic ape doesn't lift a finger either. Your eyes go cold. You summon the bloodshell savage turtle. A wave of blood scent rises within meters. Serena's pupils shrink. She stares in disbelief. 2 of the 3 on this side have lost combat power. You have to kill every last glazed tiger. The savage turtle charges. It dodges the glazed tiger's massive jaws, clamps down on its neck, and shakes violently. The glazed tiger drops dead. The savage turtle launches blood armor charge. 1 glazed tiger is ripped open. Another is shredded by its claws. Moments later, the savage turtle stands drenched in blood. All 8 glazed tigers, wiped out. Everyone stares in shock. Travis's legs won't stop shaking. Faye's face darkens. You look at everyone. When danger hit, you all race to back off. Is this what you call a team? Faye recovers and sneers. What are you so cocky about, Kai? You just killed a few glazed tigers. That was your chance to show off. Next time we won't need a loser like you. Then she tells the group. We probably overestimated the glazed tigers. They're really not that tough. Any of us could handle a whole pack. Travis puffs out his chest. Didn't get my turn this time. Next time we run into a pack, I'll show you what I've got. The words barely leave his mouth when snarls ring out. 7 or 8 more glazed tigers charge out. This time you grab Luna and Autumn and duck behind Serena. While Faye hesitates, Marcus shoves her forward. Your turn, Faye! She has no choice. Her star spirit butterfly flutters above the glazed tigers, trying to sprinkle knockout dust and slice their heads off. But the butterfly can never find the right position. The tigers dodge every time. Moments later, the star spirit butterfly is torn apart. Travis finally reacts, but too late. His demonic ape is surrounded by 4 glazed tigers, getting mauled. It's about to be torn apart. Travis calls for help, but Serena completely ignores him. Marcus just shrugs. Then Travis turns to you with a stiff, forced tone. Kai, save my demonic ape. You almost consider it, but that attitude kills your sympathy. Seeing you ignore him, Travis points and threatens, "Are you asking to die, Kai? Damien and I are tight. I'll have him end you." You chuckle. "I know you're Damien's lackey. Go ask Damien to save you." Travis turns red but sees his demonic ape getting torn apart. He drops to his knees. "Kai, please, save my demonic ape." You smile at him. Should have started with that attitude. Travis's heart leaps. He thinks you're about to help, but you shut him down flat. Too late to beg now. Travis finally realizes you've been toying with him. Marcus drops a brutal truth bomb from the sidelines. You and Faye could have saved Luna's swift shadow leopard, but you stood there and watched. Getting eliminated is what you deserve. He pats the lazy pig. It starts snorting, releasing an eerie hum. The glazed tigers slow down, then freeze in place. Serena immediately commands the 9-color fox to attack. Moments later, every glazed tiger is cut down. Crisis averted, but the team has changed. Luna's swift shadow leopard is barely alive. Travis's demonic ape has been devoured. Faye's star spirit butterfly is dead. All three have lost their exam eligibility and are evacuated. Now only you, Autumn and her green spirit treant, Marcus and his lazy pig, and Serena with her 9-color fox remain. Under the rules, not a single beastmaster or beast can be lost from here. Otherwise, the whole team is out. Suddenly, a firework shoots up in the distant sky. That signal triggers when a flag is pulled. Someone already found one. Must have a recon-type beast. You pick up the pace. Soon after, Autumn makes a big discovery. Her green spirit treant has detected a flag just ahead. When you arrive, a red flag stands in the middle of an open clearing. Something about this spot feels off. Serena's 9-color fox runs ahead to scout. The moment it steps into the flag zone, the ground collapses. The fox pushes off debris in a split second and barely makes it back. A massive sinkhole opens up, hundreds of meters deep. Everyone is stunned. Sharp bamboo spikes line the bottom. How do you grab this flag? Autumn timidly raises her hand. I can try. She has the green spirit treant root at the edge and stretch its branches across, gently curling around the flag and pulling it free. Autumn looks puzzled. That was way too loose, like someone just stuck it there. You also notice no firework goes off. Suddenly a shrill cry pierces the air. A large bird dives from the sky, snatches the flag right out of Autumn's hands and flies to a nearby tree. Several figures stand there. It's Damien and Mira's squad. They smirk at you. What did I tell you? People are going to die in this exam. And you walked right into it. You're surprised they set up something this massive. Serena speaks up. There's no way they dug this since the exam started. Someone set this up before the exam, specifically to weaken the stronger transfer students. Seeing you've seen through the trap, Damien decides to take you out first. But Mira insists on a one-on-one. The bird that stole the flag is her 2-star transcendent light feather hatchling. Not exactly built for heavy combat, but against a jade-marked spirit turtle, it's a total mismatch. The light feather hatchling charges at you. Its razor claws can slice through steel. Damien's crew breaks into confident grins, joking Mira is going too hard. They think you only have a 1-star jade-marked spirit turtle. Mira scoffs. I said I'd kill it. Right now she only cares about destroying you, the one who knows her dirty secrets. You're the only obstacle to her marrying into wealth. Your feelings are complicated. How did Mira become like this? You decide not to hold back. You snap your fingers. Terrifying killing intent pours from your beast space. Invisible pressure fills the air. Marcus's heart pounds. Here it comes. Kai's tyrannical dragon turtle is about to enter the arena. But what steps out isn't the savage turtle. It's a panda gleaming with metallic luster. Both sides are stunned. Mira's jaw drops. What kind of beast is that? You were supposed to have a jade-marked spirit turtle. Damien squints. A panda beast evolution? His teammate adds. Looks like another reject. On your side, Marcus and the others are speechless. Marcus's scalp is tingling. Kai's spirit actually hit 50. Absolutely insane. I definitely backed the right horse. Serena's jaw drops too, remembering those sparring sessions. Even a heaven-tier beast couldn't beat you, and now you're a dual beast master. That growth rate is off the charts. The light feather hatchling launches its attack on the berserk Iron Eater, frantically beating its wings, trying to rip off a chunk of flesh. But the Iron Eater stands like a mountain. Crimson eyes blaze with violence. It grabs the light feather hatchling by the leg, slams it into the ground, and smashes it again and again. The bird screams in agony. The smile freezes on Mira's face. She screams. How can this trash beast be this strong? Kill this stupid panda. I spent 2 million on you. You can't lose to a 5,000 reject. The hatchling thrashes wildly, but it's hopelessly outmatched and stays pinned. The Iron Eater raises its bulging arm and rips the light feather hatchling clean in half. Mira freezes as if struck by lightning, then glares at you. Kai, this isn't over. Before she finishes her threat, the Iron Eater shoves the light feather hatchling into its mouth, chews it up in 2 bites, and swallows. It spits out a couple of feathers. Mira's threats die in her throat. A chill runs down everyone's spine. Marcus and the others gasp. Beast eating beasts is normal, but this panda eats like a villain. You walk up and kick the Iron Eater. Did you seriously just eat that? The suicidal move makes hearts jump into throats. Everyone knows a blood-frenzied beast is unstable. Provoking it is extremely dangerous. Damien watches with an amused grin, expecting the panda to turn on you. Marcus and Autumn cover their eyes. But the Iron Eater raises a paw, scratches the back of its head, and breaks into a goofy grin. Everyone is floored. A beast this savage, this docile in front of you, they can't imagine how high your affinity is. You walk straight up to Damien. Your trap nearly killed us. We need to settle this. Damien's face darkens. You killed one bird that can't even fight, and you think you can face me? Brutus steps up. Damien, don't waste your breath. I'll handle him. He summons a massive demonic ape that charges instantly. The Iron Eater collides head-on, two beasts tearing into each other. Then everyone notices something strange. The demonic ape has 180 strength. How is a panda keeping up? Brutus sees the stalemate and, for pride's sake, orders the demonic ape to equip gear. His teammates rush to stop him. Are you insane? If the patrol examiners catch this, it's instant disqualification. But Damien tells Brutus not to worry. If the patrol comes, I'll cover for you. With Damien backing him, Brutus tosses the gear over. The demonic ape equips it. Its combat power jumps to another level. Marcus panics. Serena, should we help Kai? Serena answers casually. No need. Did you forget he still has a turtle? On the field, you look at Brutus and snap your fingers. The Iron Eater lets out an earth-shaking roar. Its muscles bulge and it hammers the demonic ape with its claws. Even when the spiked armor pierces its palms, the Iron Eater doesn't retreat a single step. Its attacks grow faster, more savage. The demonic ape buckles and gets slammed against a tree. Brutus drops to his knees in despair. Then comes a horrifying sight. The Iron Eater devours the demonic ape on the spot. The crowd is stunned speechless. Serena's eyes widen. She has never seen a beast this fearless. Rough appearance aside, everything else is perfect. Outside the exam zone, parents are panicking. Dots on the display keep disappearing, meaning teams are falling one after another. The most anxious is your adoptive mother. You never told her the rules had changed. She just found out. She had given you her hospital treatment money to buy a beast for the exam. When she went to pay the bill, she discovered you had already paid it. After asking around, she learned you bought a reject beast and entered this deadly exam. As she weeps, a wealthy woman beside her sneers. I told you to give up your little fantasy. I didn't expect he'd actually dare take the exam, so I had to arrange a little something. Your mother turns around. It's Lady Long, wife of Demon Suppression General Long, your stepmother. Because you are General Long's illegitimate son. Your status was never recognized, so you were abandoned in this remote border town. Your adoptive parents took you in. But Lady Long, to keep you from the Long family, planted transfer students in the exam to eliminate you. Hearing she sent elite prodigies from the big city, terror grips your mother's heart. Kai is in danger. Back in the wilds, you're about to settle things with Damien. But a buzzing sound comes from the distance. Someone shouts, Damien, the patrol examiners are almost here. Let's go. Damien quickly backs away from you and drops one last threat. Kai, don't you dare get eliminated early. I'm coming for you personally at the end. He takes off with his crew. You don't chase, your squad slips away too. Marcus catches up. Kai, why are we running? You shoot him a look. You want to explain that giant pit to the examiners? Traps might be tolerated, but not if you get caught at the scene. Marcus clicks his tongue. We didn't even grab Damien's 3 flags. It's only going to get harder from here. The squad picks up the pace. After searching for a while, you finally find a flag. A firework explodes in the sky. Marcus curses under his breath as he stows the flag. Let's move. Other teams will come running. Just as everyone prepares to leave, Serena stops and stares ahead. She points. Master, there are people over there. Didn't you notice? Every hair on your body stands on end. Serena just called you master. You haven't heard that in a while. She's about to settle the score. You glance at Serena cautiously. She's staring at you with a look of pure betrayal. Serena, you're too kind. No need to call me master anymore, right? Serena blinks her big eyes, all innocence. Why not, master? You're half guilty, half thrilled, because nobody can resist the school beauty calling them master in that fierce yet sweet voice. Marcus sidles over. You two have some interesting hobbies, but maybe focus on the situation? His words instantly make both of you blush. Shut up! You both snap in unison. A squad emerges from the trees, one of the transfer student teams. They're holding 2 flags. Leading them is a massive young man with a towering black bear behind him. The sheer size is overwhelming. Clearly a 3-star transcendent beast. You recognize it, an iron-armored warbear. The exam has an age restriction. You must contract your beast in the year you turn 18. So pulling out a 3-star transcendent beast now means either extraordinary talent or illegal evolution. If they really had this kind of power, why come to a border town for the exam? Obviously the latter. And these people have had it out for you from the start. Sure enough, they all look straight at you. Kurt, this is the guy, right? Take him out and the deal is done. Kurt glances at Serena and you. Here to die? Serena folds her arms, ignoring him. Marcus scoffs. If you're not using your brain, donate it. Can't you see we only have 4 people left? Lose one more and our whole team is out. Kurt drops the talk. Then you die together. The iron-armored warbear charges straight in. You send the berserk Iron Eater to meet it, but the gap in size and strength is enormous. The Iron Eater is flipped instantly. A shared chill runs through your squad. These 2 beasts aren't even in the same league. The power gap is massive. The warbear barrels toward you unimpeded. Serena barks an order. The 9-color fox leaps in front of the warbear and unleashes its innate skill, Enchanted Blade plus Flame Slash. A gash opens across the warbear's chest. Kurt flinches. As expected of Heaven Tier rank 33, punching above its weight from 2-star to 3-star. But Kurt's grin only deepens. Two more powerful auras appear behind him, a thunderlion crackling with electric arcs and a giant python. Both are also 3-star transcendent. You're stunned. Every single one is illegally evolved. Then it hits you. It was that woman from the Long family who got you into Riverton, wasn't it? Kurt answers coolly. All you need to know is someone doesn't want you leaving alive. Accept your fate, you frown. Lately everyone keeps telling me to accept my fate. But who are you to say that? Kurt sighs. We looked you up before coming. Beastmasters are built on money. Your talent is useless without it. Right now all you can do is wait to die. The moment he finishes, a crunching sound fills the air. Everyone turns toward the noise. The berserk Iron Eater is on the warbear's back, devouring its armor plating. You can feel the Iron Eater's power skyrocketing, entering an even more berserk state. Kurt tries to intervene, but the Iron Eater's claws dig deep into the warbear. It bares its teeth in a bone-chilling grin and keeps devouring the armor. Iron Fist Surge activates, pinning the warbear down. The iron armor is exactly what gave the warbear its insane defense. Even heavy armor-piercing rounds couldn't crack it. But without the iron plating, the bear's natural hide is nothing special. In seconds, the back armor is completely devoured. Kurt loses all composure. Stop that stupid panda! Don't let it keep eating! But it's too late. The Iron Eater has met the conditions for full berserk mode. Its muscles swell to absurd proportions. The instant Iron Fist Surge fires, the warbear is pounded raw, its massive frame literally bent by the blows. Fist after fist connects, and the iron-armored warbear crashes to the ground. Its enormous body hits the earth with a thunderous boom. Kurt stares in disbelief. His dream of entering the Grand Beast Academy is shattered. But Lady Long said Kai Long's beasts were rejects. Serena can't help but look at you. All of his beasts share one trait, abnormally high obedience. To maintain high affinity with a spirit beast, even raising it by 1% costs an enormous price. The lazy pig snorts once. Kurt's squad starts to slow down. You and Serena exchange a glance. This is the moment to strike. The 9-color fox goes all out. Flame slash. Enchanted blade. Full power. A few strikes and 2 beasts are cut down. You gasp. Serena was clearly holding back during your sparring sessions. Otherwise, punching up a tier wouldn't look this effortless. You command the Iron Eater and the Savage Turtle to charge. In seconds, every enemy beast is wiped out. Kurt roars through clenched teeth. Kai Long, you've ruined everything. From now on, it's not just the Long family after you. We'll use every connection we have to put a bounty on your head. You stare at Kurt, cold-eyed. This is the Forbidden Wilds. A beastmaster with no beasts. What makes you think you're walking out of here? Kurt panics. You can't kill us. I already called the patrol examiners. You glance back at your squad. Serena gets the message and turns to leave. Marcus follows with Autumn. Autumn asks, face pale, is Kai going to kill them? Marcus shakes his head with a smile. Of course not. Kai just wants to protect them before the examiners arrive. The words barely leave his mouth when screams echo through the jungle. Even Marcus's lip twitches. Soon after, you and the Iron Eater catch up to the squad. You hand Marcus 2 flags. When the patrol examiners reach the scene, they're horrified. 7 beastmasters beaten beyond recognition. Their beasts, nothing but remains. Brutal. One examiner nearly vomits. Another speaks grimly. Clearly this squad used illegal evolution. Their combat power should have been immense, yet they were still destroyed like this. Another examiner drops a bombshell. This is the 8th squad wiped out. Casualties have passed the halfway mark. This is way beyond what we anticipated. We've lost control of the situation. The lead examiner nods. Report to command immediately. Outside the exam zone, the chief examiner stares at the vanishing dots on the display. His expression goes blank. How can this many be dead? The military swept this zone multiple times. There shouldn't be any unbeatable beasts. That means squads are actively hunting other students. Their goal isn't just passing the exam. Some squads want to eliminate all competition. The principal rushes in. Stop the exam immediately. Get every surviving student out alive. The chief examiner smirks at the principal. End the exam now and every student in the school fails. Can you bear that responsibility? The principal is speechless. These students spent years training for this day. He can't make that call. Meanwhile, your squad has swept the entire exam zone without finding a single flag. Then it clicks. Only 8 flags exist in this entire exam. The rest have already been claimed. Now it's a game of patience. You suggest the squad set up an ambush here. The enemy is in the open. You're in the shadows. The advantage stays with you. After hearing the plan, Marcus's eyes light up. Boss Kai, this is why you're the brains. Always thinking ahead, Serena adds calmly. After all, he is my master. You have absolutely no idea how to respond to that. All you can do is give Serena an awkward grin. Suddenly, rustling comes from the trees ahead. A flower-like creature emerges, its huge mouth opens slightly, releasing a cloud of spores. You're unsure, a shadow flower fiend could be wild or tamed. Autumn speaks up. I remember. The shadow flower fiend's spores can put nearby enemies to sleep. By the time you realize it, the spores have already taken effect. A wave of drowsiness crashes over you. Marcus and Autumn feel it worst. They can barely keep their eyes open. But you and Serena are barely affected. High spirit can resist the spores. Several figures step out from the trees. One of the 3 transfer student squads. A red-haired young man leads them. The crew cut guy asks, Blaze, do we really need to be this careful? Better safe than sorry. The squad we just ran into was strong. Riverton might not be all pushovers. The twin-tail girl scoffs. That squad actually sold us their classmates' coordinates. Pathetic. You think from behind the tree. Someone leaked your location. Your first thought is Damien's squad. You've only run into 2 teams. Besides the one you wiped out, the other was Damien's. You should have taken them down when you had the chance. You and Serena exchange a look and silently close in. You lead. Serena follows. The crew cut guy scans the area. Blaze, think that squad has any flags? They might already be taken out. Blaze answers coldly. We still have to look. Only 8 flags. If we want to win, we can't let any squad slide. Suddenly, rustling comes from the grass ahead. They tense up instantly. A battered turtle-type beast crawls out, moving painfully slow. Cracks cover its shell. It looks pitiful. They relax. Nobody would worry about a half-dead turtle. Then a voice comes from behind them. Looking for me? Blaze and his crew spin around. A young man stands there with a filthy panda beast beside him, looking like it just survived a brutal fight. They hold their ground, scanning the surroundings. You speak first. No need to search. My squad is down to just me. Your flower fiend knocked everyone else out. Blaze is puzzled. Then how are you still standing? Could your spirit be above 50? A student from a small border town shouldn't be this strong. Just a few special tricks, you say sincerely. But Blaze grows more suspicious. Why are you being so open with me? Your beast doesn't look weak. I want to know why you're revealing yourself. You don't hesitate. I know my squad can't win on our own, but I refuse to let my enemy win. I'm being straight with you because I want to join your team. After learning Damien is your enemy, Blaze understands everything. I can work with that. But how do I trust you? You scratch your head. You should have restraint shackles, right? Put them on my mutant panda beast. Hearing you volunteer your own beast's identity, Blaze's trust grows. The crew cut guy pulls out 2 shackles and locks them onto the Iron Eater. These steel shackles can't be ripped apart even by 2 armored vehicles. Don't waste your energy trying. After the warning, the squad finally relaxes. The twin-tail girl glances back. Blaze, that ugly turtle won't cause us trouble, right? Blaze barely glances at it. Look at it. In that condition, what kind of fight can it put up? It's weaker than the shackled panda. The bloodshell savage turtle glances at you. The moment they turn around to question you, the savage turtle explodes into action, lunging at the shadow flower fiend with one devastating bite. Its terrifying jaw force snaps the creature clean in half. The long-haired girl suffers instant backlash, screaming as she collapses. Blaze's crew finally reacts, but the savage turtle's speed explodes. Savage killing intent surges upward. You trigger the innate skill, Blood Ignition. Stats triple again. The savage turtle clamps down on the stone golem. Despite being a strength-type beast, it can't withstand the assault at all. In seconds, it's crushed. Blaze's crew is frozen in shock. His eyes nearly pop out of his skull. What the hell is this turtle? How does it know Tiger Pounce? The twin-tail girl reacts first. Her unicorn rams the savage turtle several meters back. You look at her carefully, Mystic Tier Rank 27 unicorn. This girl's background is no joke. The whole squad finally responds. Blaze's flame-wing lion pounces, the twin-tail girl's unicorn closes in fast. Then a streak of fire blasts from behind, slicing straight at the unicorn. It dodges the killing blow, but the follow-up barrage is too fast to evade. It can only block with its horn, the strongest part of its body. The horn shatters on impact. The twin-tail girl's face goes white. Blaze's crew is stunned. Serena's flawless beauty paired with a heaven-tier beast. This is no small-town local. Blaze fights to stay calm, analyzing the situation. We still have the advantage. They only have 2 beasts. The panda is locked down. But when he turns his head, he nearly curses. The Iron Eater is feasting on the shackles. When the last chunk of steel disappears into its mouth, the fight is now 3 against 4. And your side is clearly stronger. Blaze kicks himself. He speaks up fast. Hold on. We don't actually have a grudge. This is just about flags. Fighting to the death won't benefit either side. Here, take our 2 flags. That rat Damien tried to use us as his hit squad. I need to settle that score with him. You're surprised, but he has a point. A full-on battle helps nobody. You accept. As Blaze's crew turns to leave, he looks back. Your squad is strong, but something is seriously wrong with this exam. A lot of people have been taken out. Some didn't even get the chance to crush their wristbands. Watch yourselves. He leaves. Hearing this, the mood turns grim. Something is definitely wrong. But your squad now holds 4 flags. Victory is much closer. The finish line is in sight. You propose going on the offensive. The remaining 4 flags are probably with 1 squad. Marcus and Autumn agree. Serena nods. The 4 of you push forward. Meanwhile, outside, parents are in anguish. 2/3 of the names on the display have gone dark. Some students gave up. Most squads were completely wiped out, teleported back as nothing but broken remains. The chief examiner holds an emergency meeting. Among the survivors, only the transfer squads look suspicious. The deputy reports, of the 3 transfer squads, only 1 is at full strength. The other 2 took varying casualties. The chief examiner asks immediately, which transfer squad is at full strength? Suncrest. He gives the order at once. All patrol examiners are to monitor the Suncrest squad around the clock. Report anything suspicious immediately. Deputy, contact their city's principal at once. I need their full profiles. Soon Suncrest sends back the details. Several of their students did indeed transfer to Riverton for the exam. That mostly clears the chief examiner's concerns. But something doesn't add up. According to the Suncrest principal, these students aren't particularly impressive. Not even upper tier. The chief examiner frowns. How are students like that still alive? But the deputy's next words make the chief examiner's heart nearly stop. Suncrest recently experienced a fierce beast outbreak. Instantly, every face in the room changes. A wave of sheer terror engulfs the entire room. The Ancient Beast Order was one of humanity's most dangerous villain organizations. Their mission? Bring the ancient fierce beasts back to the world. By harnessing the overwhelming power of those beasts, they sought to shatter the current world order and wipe out every beastmaster. This attack has their fingerprints all over it. Those markings are ancient totems that terrify everyone, yet you called them kitty tattoos. Those snarling, ancient, fierce beasts. You insisted they were just barnyard pets. And while you casually wiped out a bunch of punks, the examiner said they were Suncrest's top squad. Now your team of 4 decides to go on the offensive hunting for flags, but after a full day and night of searching you haven't run into a single squad. It's only when you move closer that you discover, to your horror, that the ground is covered with spirit beast carcasses, and even the remains of beast masters who were half-eaten, and you finally recognize them. They are Blaze's squad, the same team you parted ways with not long ago. Marcus urges everyone to leave, now. Then a patrol examiner appears up ahead, spots your group, walks over and asks if you've seen the Suncrest squad. You quickly say no and hurry away. But after just 2 steps, you remember the rules the chief examiner had laid out. Patrol examiners never initiate contact with examinees. And that look in his eyes just now was clearly off. Could the patrol examiner have been bought? Meanwhile, the examiner watches you leave, pulls out a radio and reports a set of coordinates. 4-man squad. They have flags. Soon after, you continue searching the forest and run into another team. Moving closer, you realize it's your old classmate Quinn's squad. Marcus goes over to ask how they're doing. Quinn's face is pale with panic. Just now we saw another squad clashing with a different team. It was absolutely savage. You're curious. Was it illegal evolution? I don't know about that, but their spirit beasts all felt wrong. Quinn points at your berserk Iron Eater. Similar to yours, rough, with something wild lurking underneath. A chill shoots through your body. Could their beasts also be ancient fierce beasts? Then a girl speaks up. Everyone on the Suncrest squad has the same marking. It looks like a fierce beast but with a single eye in the center. You're taken aback. Suncrest's culture must be wild. Students can just get tattoos? Everyone goes dead silent. Serena shoots you a look. That totem represents a secret organization. Their goal is to unseal the ancient divine beasts and return to an age when those beasts ruled. After Serena finishes, you fall deep into thought. Could they have also activated the atavism system? Before you can figure it out, you part ways with Quinn's group and press on, continuing the hunt for the remaining flags. Outside the exam grounds, the death toll has climbed too high, and the wailing of parents fills the air. The chief examiner assembles a squad, every member steely-eyed and radiating power. This is the Flame Dragon Task Force. He orders them into the exam grounds to rescue the remaining students and apprehend the Suncrest squad. If they resist, shoot to kill. Inside the arena, you pass through the aftermath of several battles, and you can't help wondering if any squads are even left alive. Marcus, always the nervous one, clings to the back of your jacket as you walk. You turn to face them and ask, if you two want to drop out, I will respect that. Because the way things stand now, this isn't about passing or failing anymore. The result could very well be death. But their eyes burn with resolve. We all have our reasons for passing. Serena leans in. How come you didn't ask me? Because I know you won't give up. I've seen your willpower firsthand. Serena gazes at you, the corner of her lips curling up. You know me that well, huh? While you're still soaking in this flirtatious tension, several figures appear in the distance. Their clothes are smeared with fresh blood as they close in. The one leading them is a tall, hulking man who radiates crushing pressure. Circling above his head is a massive hawk beast with blood-red eyes. Beside him stands a woman draped in a purple robe. Her spirit beast is a colossal spider. Another young man wears full armor. He tilts his head up as if receiving a signal, and a black bat swoops down, relaying some kind of message to the rest. You force yourself to stay calm and shout, "So you must be the Suncrest squad we finally meet." The woman in purple sneers. You ran pretty fast, but in the end you're still dead. You glare back, fury rising. You're the one slaughtering examinees during the advancement exam. The armored fighter folds his arms. Yeah, that's us. So what? You grit your teeth. You'll find out soon, and Serena strikes without warning. The 9-color fox darts forward like a phantom, its tail blade crackling with white lightning, and in a flash, tears through one of the bat's wings. Before the Suncrest squad can even react, you send the berserk Iron Eater charging straight in. Seeing this, the armored fighter immediately summons an ancient giant serpent to engage the Iron Eater. But the berserk Iron Eater barely gets close before the serpent coils around it, constricting instantly. Forced into survival mode, the Iron Eater activates its talent, Iron Hide. Its muscles harden to solid steel, fighting with everything it has against the serpent's death grip. You call out to Serena, and she instantly reads your intent. In one stroke, the 9-color fox cleaves the ancient giant serpent in half. Dead silence falls over the battlefield. Marcus stands there, jaw on the floor. These two are absolutely insane together. They just crippled two enemy spirit beasts in the blink of an eye. The Suncrest squad is stunned. Two of their beasts are down before the fight even started. The hulking Suncrest captain roars, "Don't underestimate them, focus fire on the 9-color fox first!" The woman in purple lets out a soft laugh, and her pupils turn blood red. Her venomous spider bares its razor fangs and sprays a torrent of silk laced with powerful acid. White corrosive fog fills the air, stinging your eyes until you can barely keep them open. Your combat effectiveness plummets. Seeing this, Autumn commands her laurelin tree to take root, spreading a canopy of foliage above everyone's heads, purifying the corrosive substances in the air. As a support-type beastmaster, she finally proves her worth. Meanwhile, the Berserk Iron Eater rips an entire tree out of the ground, uses its claws to shave the trunk into a spear, then charges forward and rams the makeshift weapon straight into the spider's silk gland. The venomous spider lets out a wail of agony. The 9-color fox follows up immediately, but when its tail blade slashes down, it gets caught on the spider's fangs. The woman in purple smirks. A fox's tail blade might not be harder than a spider's fangs. But right after that, a blazing arc of unknown origin erupts from behind the 9-color fox, cleaving down a second time, and the spider's head shatters in an instant. Fear grips the Suncrest squad. This isn't going the way they expected at all. This team is insanely strong. Retreat! But they spin around only to find a turtle blocking their path. The captain curses. Where'd this damn turtle come from? Stone-hunting hawk! Crush it! A massive hawk swoops down from above, diving straight at the bloodshell savage turtle, wings spread wide, talons extended. Just as the hawk is about to grab the savage turtle, it leaps upward, jaws wide open, and counterstrikes the hawk head-on, slamming it to the ground. No matter how desperately the hawk thrashes, the savage turtle bites clean through its neck in seconds. While everyone stares in shock, you furrow your brow, sensing something off. The Suncrest squad isn't weak, sure, but in your eyes, they're just a bunch of punks. They simply don't have the strength to have eliminated this many examinees, especially Blaze, that squad captain. He shouldn't have gone down that easily. Outside the exam grounds, the Flame Dragon task force has entered the arena, yet more names go dark on the examinee roster. The chief examiner checks the casualty list and discovers the dead are the Suncrest squad themselves. He figures the task force must have found them and lets out a sigh of relief. It's finally going to stop. He picks up the radio. Looks like you found the Suncrest squad. But to his shock, the task force replies, "We haven't found them yet. The exam zone is too vast. They keep moving. We're still tracking." The chief examiner breaks into a cold sweat. If it wasn't you, then who eliminated the Suncrest squad? It appears the situation is far worse than anyone imagined. If the Suncrest squad wasn't the mastermind, then who is? Just then, another contingent of soldiers arrives in the distance. They're the garrison stationed in Riverton. Having learned that the ancient beast order appeared during the exam, their superiors dispatched them as reinforcements. The chief examiner is puzzled. How did you get the intel? The camp commander explains, "Someone provided us with an anonymous tip. We reported it up the chain. Command took it seriously, so they sent us right away." The chief examiner can't help but ask, "Then what about Riverton? Doesn't that mean the city has no garrison left?" The camp commander's face drains of color. Could this be a diversion? Suddenly, a massive explosion thunders from the direction of Riverton. No, it's a trap. Seeing this, the chief examiner immediately evacuates the parents outside. Everyone finds shelter now. Meanwhile, inside the exam, you hear the explosion and look toward Riverton. Something is very wrong. Your brow tightens. You turn to your team and say, "Whoever's behind the killings, our priority right now is finishing off this squad." At that exact moment, the woman in purple charges at Serena with a dagger. Serena is about to counter, but you step in front of Serena and kick the woman over 40 feet back. The armored fighter sees this and charges in too. This time you hold nothing back. Immense power gathers into your fist and you smash it square into his face. He launches backward like a missile. Everyone is once again stunned. Is this really a Beastmaster? Even a Tier 1 warrior might not hit that hard. The remaining Suncrest members abandon the fight and bolt for their lives, only to find the bloodshell savage turtle barreling after them like a war machine. But even faster is the 9-color fox. Its tail blade flashes once, and the fleeing squad members drop, heads separated from bodies. The scene falls utterly silent. The Suncrest squad is wiped out. Your wristband screen now shows only 2 teams surviving, yours and Damien's. By the advancement exam's admission criteria, you've been accepted. Marcus rubs his eyes. We actually made it into the Grand Beast Academy. Autumn steps forward to express her gratitude, but the words barely leave her mouth when several dark figures come sprinting through the trees toward you. You recognize them instantly. It's the Flame Dragon Task Force. You've passed the advancement exam. Evacuate the exam zone immediately, but do not return to Riverton. You can't help but ask, why? Has something happened? The task force officer looks at you. Riverton is under attack. Wait until it's over and the city is safe before going back. Your mind goes blank. Your father is still lying in a Riverton hospital. You summon the Berserk Iron Eater and race out of the exam zone, desperate to reach your parents. By now you understand. Everything has been a long-planned operation. The moment you learn about Riverton, you think of your father still in the hospital. Not a second to waste. You ride the Berserk Iron Eater toward the city. On the way you try calling your parents but no one picks up. Clearly, Riverton's order has completely collapsed. The moment you enter the city, it's total chaos. Spirit beasts that were once docile and obedient now have blood-red eyes and are attacking humans everywhere. Several crazed beasts lunge at you, but the Berserk Iron Eater puts them down on the spot. When you reach your father's hospital, the main gate is already shut, but swarms of spirit beasts are hammering against the steel doors non-stop. Moments later, the doors give way. Countless Berserk beasts flood into the hospital, and screams and pleas for help echo from inside. At that moment, inside a hospital room, your mother supports your father as they try to leave. But out of nowhere, a figure in the corridor rockets past and slams into the far wall. The nurse who had just been evacuating patients is killed on the spot. Emerging from the stairwell is a massive rat. A 2-star spirit beast, the Razor-Tooth Rat. Faster and more agile than the rest, it reaches this floor first. Every patient and visitor on the floor has given up hope. Your father quickly pulls your mother back, and the two of them crawl under the hospital bed. Room by room, agonized screams echo from next door, mixed with the sickening crunch of bones. While your parents tremble in terror, the door to their room is suddenly smashed off its hinges. The Razor-Tooth Rat has found them. Your father steps out from hiding. He's prepared to sacrifice himself to save his wife. He draws a rust-covered short sword and smears his blood across the blade. The sword instantly erupts with tremendous power. Your mother begs from behind. "Roland, you can't do this! You'll die!" The Razor-Tooth Rat glares with contempt, clearly intending to devour them both. Then, out of nowhere, a surge of overwhelming force blasts the Razor-Tooth Rat across the room. Your parents freeze. Has someone come to save them? But what appears before them is an even more terrifying creature. Red eyes, nothing like a panda beast, its body radiating savage, violent energy. Then you poke your head out from behind it. "Mom, Dad, are you okay?" Your parents stare at you in utter disbelief. They don't dare move, just point at the beast behind you with trembling fingers. You instantly understand. They're terrified of your own beast. You spin around and kick the Iron Eater. "I told you to stop looking so mean. Can't follow orders, huh?" That one kick turns the Iron Eater into a cowering puppy. Across the room, your father's eyes nearly pop out of his skull. "This is your beast?" It finally clicks for them. After all, your mother had told him everything after returning from the exam grounds. He knew you only had a reject-grade spirit beast, but he never imagined a reject's obedience could be this high. Spirit beasts have wild instincts at their core, and if pushed too hard, the risk of them turning on their master only grows. You confirm this is your beast, but say nothing more. Instead, you ask if your father knows anything about the attack on Riverton. He shakes his head. "We don't know either." Explosions suddenly ripped through the city, and hordes of spirit beasts poured out attacking everyone. "But I suspect this is connected to." He trails off, not finishing the thought. You can't dwell on it. The first priority is to clear the hospital of spirit beasts. You leave the Iron Eater guarding this floor and head for the first floor to secure the entrance. Your father quickly calls, after you. "You left your beast here, what are you going to fight with?" You turn back and grin, then summon the Bloodshell Savage Turtle. Instantly, thick blood energy floods the room. The Savage Turtle's presence alone dwarfs the Iron Eater. Your parents' jaws nearly hit the floor. How can you possibly have two beasts? A single transcendent 2-star beast is already powerful for exam level, yet each of yours is stronger than the last. You don't bother to explain, and slip away. These are your trump cards. They cannot be exposed. If the Ancient Beast Order is also searching for ways to revive ancient fierce beasts, you could easily become a target. No one can know what you're capable of. Before long, you've cleared the first floor of spirit beasts. The patients around you look at you with deep gratitude. Then the Flame Dragon Task Force arrives on the scene. Seeing the carpet of spirit beast carcasses, they're visibly shocked. Someone recognizes you as the top scorer in the advancement exam. A striking female officer smiles and says, "Young man, once you graduate from the Grand Beast Academy, how about joining our Flame Dragon Task Force?" Eyes go wide all around the room, faces full of envy. After all, this is something most people wouldn't dare even dream about, but your expression stays flat. "What's the point of joining you? What good is it if you can't even protect Riverton?" She doesn't expect you to come out swinging with an accusation, but from your expression, she knows the task force failed to make a difference this time. "There were simply too many points of attack," the officer says solemnly. "I'm sorry we let everyone down. We will do everything in our power to protect Riverton." Then she leads her team out at speed. You stay at the hospital. Survivors from the streets begin flooding in for shelter, and as the hospital grows more and more packed, you realize the danger. Because to spirit beasts, this many people in one place is basically an all-you-can-eat buffet. The beasts will follow the scent. And sure enough, more and more spirit beasts come swarming in, their target painfully obvious, the hospital. Staring at hundreds of spirit beasts, your heart pounds. There's no way one person can hold this. Then a military squad rushes in, setting up heavy weapons at the hospital entrance. As a barrage of artillery fire erupts, low-level spirit beasts start falling one by one. The squad captain keeps directing his men to cover every angle. Then a shadow appears in the sky, and the captain is snatched away. A long whip-like tongue wraps around him and drags him into a gaping maw. Blood mist erupts. The captain is gone in an instant. You pull up the Beast Codex immediately. Mistmarsh Cicada, Elite Rank 1 star, a true elite rank spirit beast, over 5,000 in strength, over 2,000 in speed. The soldiers open fire with everything they have, but they can't scratch the cicada. A sharp whistle cuts through the air. A man in black battle gear and a mask appears atop the cicada, wearing the uniform of the ancient beast order. With a deafening crash, the cicada takes a single leap and crushes several squad members underfoot. At the same time, you feel something sticky latch onto you, instantly cutting you off from the outside world. All you can see is the cicada tearing through the soldiers. You clench your teeth, form hand seals, and the savage turtle activates blood ignition, charging at the cicada, but it does absolutely nothing. The masked man looks down at you. You've got guts, kid. Too bad you're way too weak. Just as the cicada's tongue is about to drag you into its jaws, a terrifying arc of sword energy slashes through the air and shreds the cicada's tongue like paper. You stare in disbelief at your rescuer. It's your own father, Roland. What in the— How does he have this kind of power? Every swing of his sword radiates dominance as he carves into the cicada relentlessly. The beast is forced back, and in seconds its body is covered in wounds. You stand there speechless. An elite 1-star beast has the combat power of a military centurion, yet it crumbles before your father. The masked man stumbles backward, frantically ordering the cicada to counterattack while glaring at you with cold malice. Kid, you think that's my only beast? He summons a second creature instantly. A transcendent 3-star evolution, the flame toad. It looks down at the savage turtle with pure disdain. The savage turtle flares up instantly. They're both water types, so who does this toad think it is? It channels all the frustration from getting shut down by the cicada and unleashes it all on the flame toad. With a buttery smooth combo, the flame toad is flipped onto its back, and its belly is slashed wide open. The masked man stares at you, visibly shaken. A transcendent 2-star beating a 3-star? How is that possible? The next second, the savage turtle has already closed the distance to him. He forms hand seals to summon the cicada for backup, but realizes the cicada has already been dismembered by that swordsman. The savage turtle slams him with one massive swipe, sending him flying. Every bone in his body shatters, with barely a breath left in him. You spared him on purpose, intent on extracting the reason behind the ancient beast order's attack on Riverton. The masked man laughs. You think you've won? The real terror hasn't even started. Everyone will become sacrifices for the ancient beast's arrival. A wave of annihilating energy explodes outward. Searing heat rushes toward you. The man has triggered a detonation talisman. A pillar of sword energy shoots skyward, overwhelming the white flash. After the explosion, everything around you is leveled. Blood trickles from the corner of your father's mouth. Worry grips you, but he simply smiles. That blast can't hurt me. You can't figure this man out anymore. He was supposed to be a laborer, mining in the Demon Suppression Army's tunnels. So how did he suddenly become a warrior this powerful? Before you can ask, the ground starts shaking violently. Something massive is churning underground. Connecting it to what the masked man said, could an ancient beast truly be awakening? Will everyone really become sacrifices? At the same time, the citywide alarm blares. Alert! Alert! Riverton is facing a cataclysm-tier spirit beast disaster. All residents remain indoors and await further notice. A cataclysm-tier spirit beast? In all of Spirit River Province, the people who can stand against that kind of threat can be counted on one hand. Is Riverton truly done for? Your father's expression turns grave. Stay at the hospital and protect your mother. I'm going to check it out. And with that, he vanishes. With no other choice, you take up your post at the hospital entrance. Moments later, something erupts from the earth. It's a colossal ancient tree, and dangling from its trunk are the citizens of Riverton. Their faces are ghostly white, their bodies shriveled and drained. Before you can recover from the shock, a team from the Enforcement Bureau rushes over, ordering everyone to evacuate to the nearest shelter immediately. But when you glance back, a terrifying pillar of sword light rockets skyward and collides with the massive cataclysm-tier ancient tree. That's Dad's sword. Is he really going up against a cataclysm-tier beast? Your mother simply gives a quiet nod. Once your father makes up his mind, nothing changes it. We just need to stay safe in the shelter. Leave the rest to him. To better protect your mother going forward, you decide to enter the Ancient Ring Arena and level up. You open the panel and select the 2-star mission in the Shadow Wolf Zone. Kill 30 Shadow Wolves. You summon both beasts. The Savage Turtle takes point while the Iron Eater covers your back. After all, Shadow Wolves fight in packs. To temper the Iron Eater, you send it to solo 7 or 8 wolves at once, while the Savage Turtle stands guard nearby. By the 15th kill, the Iron Eater runs out of stamina and crashes to the ground. The Savage Turtle finishes off the remaining wolves. Mission complete. You earn not only atavism elixir and assimilation charges, but also discover the Spirit Beast stat rewards are separate from your own. Your strength increases by 10, reaching a staggering 160%. Stronger than most. Having cleared the 2-star ring, the arena unlocks a higher tier, legendary difficulty. The reward is the legendary grade atavism elixir, the exact material the Savage Turtle needs to rank up. The dungeon also contains talent skills and equipment. You grit your teeth and spend 1 million on the entry pass. The moment you step inside, you find yourself in a scorching desert. 2 quests pop up simultaneously. Quest 1, kill 50 transcendent 2-star rock crystal demon scorpions. Quest 2, Kill the elite rank Rock Crystal Scorpion Queen. After scouting, you locate the swarm. In no time, the savage turtle tears through 60 demon scorpions. Then the enraged Scorpion Queen comes hunting for you, locking on instantly. Even with the savage turtle activating blood ignition at full power, it gets flipped in a heartbeat. No wonder the 50 scorpions felt so easy. The real nightmare is Quest 2. A system prompt pops up. Elite rank Fierce Beast detected. Activate Mercenary Beasts. No time to read the manual, you hit activate. Turns out this feature lets you use spirit beasts you've killed in the ancient realm as hired muscle. The number of mercenary beasts equals your total kills. With thousands of blazing arrow tigers and force tigers, taking down the Scorpion Queen should be a cakewalk. But then you realize this scam of a system is at it again. Summoning mercenary beasts costs money, 1 million per summon, and they only last 10 minutes. If a mercenary beast dies in battle, the next one takes its place. In other words, as long as you have enough beasts and they die fast enough, you can cycle through your entire army in 10 minutes, a rotating assault. You don't hesitate. You deploy the Beast Swarm tactic, dropping 3 million to summon 3 blazing arrow tigers at once for attrition. After burning through over 1,000 tigers, the Rock Crystal Scorpion Queen finally collapses from exhaustion. The Savage Turtle and the Iron Eater seize the opening. 3 minutes later, the quest is complete. Both beasts gain a moderate stat boost, and your strength hits 180, completely surpassing a Tier 2 warrior. You also pick up a Beast Skill Tome, Blazing Rock Armor, a defensive skill designed for beasts with armored shells. It fuses the beast's internal fire with its outer shell, forming a layer of superheated rock armor that massively boosts defense and inflicts burn damage on contact. The moment you see this, excitement surges through you. This is practically custom-made for the Savage Turtle. Then you check the Quest 2 reward, the Scorched Tail Blade, a weapon forged from the Scorpion Queen's own tail, equipable only by beasts. After a moment's thought, you assign it to the Savage Turtle. You then challenge the legendary dungeon again. After another hard-fought clear, every reward is the same, except Quest 2's random equipment drop is another Scorched Tail Blade. This time you toss it to the Iron Eater. After exiting the ancient realm, you hear shouting. Your mother is pointing ahead, furious. Why won't you give us supplies? The person on the other side is from Riverton's Logistics Bureau, and it turns out to be your ex-girlfriend, Mira. Blame your son Kai. Even if you beg till you're blue in the face, I'm not giving supplies to bottom feeders like you. Her words spark outrage among the crowd, but no one dares challenge the Logistics Bureau. Mira hands a pile of supplies to her own mother. The woman immediately throws a smug look at your mother. My daughter never gives me trouble. She got recruited by the Logistics Bureau before even graduating. Envious glances come from all around. Someone sucks up. What a golden child. You'll be living the easy life for the rest of your days. Your mother clenches her fists in anger and snatches a few supply packs. The muscular men handing out supplies immediately grab your mother's arms, and Pearl swings a slap straight at her. You step in, shielding your mother. Mira is about to scold whoever dared to interfere, then sees your face. Kai, you're alive? Her voice cracks with shock. She had been eliminated early in the exam but knew this year's advancement exam was a meat grinder. She was sure you were dead, but here you are. Without a word, you slap Mira off her feet. Holt, the brawny man beside her, sees this and instantly unleashes a wave of powerful energy. The crowd stumbles back from the pressure. He's a Tier 3 strength-type warrior. In Riverton, Tier 3 puts you near the top. That mother and son are done for, the crowd murmurs. Holt's voice rings out. I'll give you one chance. Leave this shelter, and I'll spare your lives. You actually laugh out of sheer fury. Who do you think you are? This shelter was built by the government. The supplies are government-issued. You're just a delivery boy throwing your weight around. You think you own this place? Mira watches you push back this hard and gloats. Kai's about to get wrecked. Sure enough, Holt wastes no more words and throws a punch straight at you. You take half a step back and block it clean. Holt's eyes widen. So that's why you're so cocky. You're a Tier 2 warrior. A flicker of glee crosses Mira's face. Wait, isn't he a Tier 2 Beastmaster? Just as she's about to relay this intel to Holt, Holt is already swinging again, fist blazing with golden light. The Enforcement Bureau officers nearby can't stay quiet any longer. Holt, why are you using combat skills against an advancement exam student? A dangerous glint flashes in your eyes. Behind you, a beast space portal opens and the Savage Turtle steps through. A massive scorpion tail juts from its rear. Blazing rock armor activates. Holt's fist slams into the turtle's shell. Everyone expects the turtle to be crushed, but Holt is the one who screams. The skin on his hand is seared right off. Before he can react, the massive scorpion tail whips around and swats him across the room. The moment he staggers to his feet, the razor-sharp tail hovers right at his chest. He freezes. He doesn't dare move a muscle. The entire shelter falls dead silent. This exam student just demolished a Tier 3 warrior. Honestly, the most shocked person is you. After being forged in the ancient ring arena, you suddenly realize Tier 3 warriors are such pushovers. Under the crushing pressure, Holt scrambles to apologize. I was wrong. I'll never do it again. You keep the scorpion tail pressed against his chest. Wrong about what exactly? You need him to confess his crimes out loud. Otherwise, assaulting a Logistics Bureau official could come back to bite you. Holt spills everything. I shouldn't have abused my position to discriminate against you. And? You press? I shouldn't have listened to Mira and her mother. I teamed up with them to bully your family. This whole thing was my fault. Only then are you satisfied. You grab your supplies and walk back to your spot. Every single person watches you in silence. In this moment, you become a legend in the shelter. Then someone pounds on the shelter door. Everyone's heart leaps into their throat. You steel yourself and open it, and find Marcus and Autumn standing outside, with a group of civilians behind them. The moment Marcus sees you, his face lights up. He also brings you a bombshell. It turns out that during the exam, one of the killers was actually a patrol examiner, bought off by the Ancient Beast Order. He secretly eliminated squad after squad and pinned it all on the Suncrest team. The severity hits you immediately. The Ancient Beast Order has been planning this for a long time. Whether it's the Suncrest squad or the corrupted examiner, they were all critical pieces in a much larger scheme. A chill runs down Marcus's spine. Could there be Ancient Beast Order members around us right now, even in this shelter? You're not sure, but if the enemy has been plotting this long, there's no way just a handful of people are involved. Your gaze shifts to Autumn, and a question nags at you. You transferred to First Beast Academy about a year ago, right? Autumn quickly lowers her head. My dad got reassigned, so we moved to Riverton. You're about to press further, but Marcus cuts you off. Kai, how can you suspect Autumn? We've all known each other for years. She's timid and shy. There's no way she's with the Ancient Beast Order. You give Autumn one long searching look, then grin innocently. Just popped into my head, that's all. But why are you defending her so hard? Are you two? Marcus turns beet red in a heartbeat. He stammers that it's nothing like that and drags Autumn off to collect supplies. Watching the two of them disappear, you sink into thought. On the surface, Autumn is timid and harmless, no connection to the Ancient Beast Order whatsoever. But that towering tree monster and Autumn's Lorland treant share the same evolutionary bloodline. The two beasts are on completely different levels, but evolution follows a traceable path. Of course, there's no solid evidence yet, so you file this away in the back of your mind. Outside, the military's battle against the ancient beasts has reached a fever pitch. There's no telling how long the fighting will last, so to push your strength as far as possible, you decide to burn your last legendary pass in the Ancient Ring Arena. You've already cleared the first legendary ring, but no new dungeon appears this time. However, the legendary ring's description has changed. Legendary, Battle Saint Ape. Quest, defeat the Ancient Temple Guardian, the Battle Saint Ape. Reward, 1 drop of Transcendent 2-star Atavism Elixir, and 1 legendary grade Battle Saint Ape Cub. The second you see this, excitement floods through you. A beast awarded by the Ancient Ring Arena itself. It's definitely nothing like what you'd buy on the market. You pull up the Battle Saint Ape's profile. Battle Saint Ape. Rank, unknown. Traits, a majestic physique standing hundreds of feet tall with muscles chiseled like stone. Weapon, the Divine Battle Staff forged from primordial divine iron, its surface shimmering with golden light, brimming with limitless power. Your pulse races. This looks eerily similar to a mythical figure from your past life. Could it actually be the same one? A beast like this would have dominated the ancient era with ease. Then the fine print catches your eye. Beasts rewarded at legendary difficulty do not count toward a Beastmaster's contract limit. Normally you'd need a spirit stat of 500 to contract a third beast. If you clear this dungeon, you'll become the first Tier 2 Beastmaster in history to contract 3 spirit beasts, the ultimate ace up your sleeve. With that thought, you enter the dungeon without hesitation. Inside, you find yourself on a narrow forest trail. Ahead stretches an ancient path paved with smooth flagstones. The sight shakes you. Why would fierce beasts lay down perfectly cut flagstones? There are clear traces of construction. What exactly is this ancient ring arena? The quest panel pops up, displaying a passage of lore about the Battle Saint Ape. After reading it, you're stunned. People in ancient times were that powerful? Strong enough to suppress a species as mighty as the Battle Saint Ape? Wasn't humanity supposed to be helpless during the era when fierce beasts ran rampant? This doesn't match what anyone believed. It seems humanity's understanding of history has some serious gaps. You step onto the ancient path and enter a forest. After passing through, you step into a structure. The first thing you notice is a statue. Gripping a staff in its hand, identical to the Battle Saint Ape in the Beast Codex, except heavy iron chains are wrapped around its feet. You can't help but marvel. This statue looks so lifelike, almost like it's real. The words barely leave your mouth before the statue's eyes flash gold. Stone skin peels away rapidly, revealing its true form underneath. This is a living Battle Saint Ape. The moment it wakes, it swings its staff straight at you. The savage turtle reacts in a flash, throwing itself in front of you. With a thunderous crash, the turtle spits out a mouthful of blood, but manages to block the brutal blow. The searing heat from blazing rock armor forces the ape back. The Iron Eater charges in next, unleashing Iron Fist Surge with everything it has. But with a single swing of its staff, the ape sends the Iron Eater flying. The savage turtle follows up with a charge, the impact knocking the ape off balance. Then it drops on top with a full-body slam, pinning the ape down. The ape tries to dodge, but the iron chains restrict its movement. You make a split-second decision. Activate assimilation for the very first time. You press your palms together and begin establishing a link with the savage turtle. Its appearance, its fighting instincts, everything floods into your mind. Your skin hardens. A shell begins forming on your back. The deeper you meditate, the more of the turtle's stats you absorb. Assimilation reaches intermediate rating, granting you 50% of the Bloodshell Savage Turtle's base stats, plus 30% of its defense, and access to its basic skills. You channel the turtle and let out a roar. Your rating jumps to advanced, 80% of the turtle's stats and 50% of its defense. Your strength rockets from 200 to 800, blowing past most 2-star strength-type spirit beasts. Then blood ignition activates on your body, and your strength explodes to 2,400. You launch a blood armor charge straight at the ape. Now fighting with the combined might of 2 savage turtles, you brawl with the Battle Saint ape head-on. The Iron Eater somehow scrounges up a pile of scrap metal and starts devouring it frantically. When it goes fully berserk, it joins the fray. You seize the moment and clamp your jaws onto the ape's wrist. The ape howls in pain and starts pummeling you relentlessly, but you endure the beating and rip the staff from its grip. Just as your vision blurs and your scent flying, the assimilation timer runs out. You revert to human form, bruised, battered, and swollen. That was close. A few more hits and you would have died on the spot. And if you die, the challenge is over. A system prompt appears. Congratulations, advanced rated assimilation complete. Retained 10% of Bloodshell Savage turtle-based stats. Strength plus 100, 40. Speed plus 16. Spirit plus 10. Endurance plus 30. No freaking way. You knew assimilation could retain stats permanently, but you never imagined this much in one shot. Your strength jumps to 430, closing in on a tier 3 warrior. On the other side, the ape without its staff loses a massive chunk of combat power. Moments later, the savage turtle finds an opening and drives its scorpion tail in, injecting a heavy dose of fire venom. The Battle Saint ape crashes to the ground, scattering base stat drops everywhere. The system chimes. Congratulations! You have defeated 1/10,000th of the Battle Saint ape. Claim your rewards: 1 drop of Transcendent 2-star Atavism Elixir, 1 legendary grade Battle Saint ape cub. On top of that, both you and your beast receive stat boosts. Bonus: Ancient Realm Exploration progress increased by 1%. Achievement unlocked: Titan form. Reward: Ancient Earth Tier Divine Battlestaff Skill Tome. Staring at this mountain of information, you can barely contain yourself. Only now do you realize just how valuable the Ancient Ring Arena truly is. A single % of exploration yields a Warrior Skill Tome, and an Ancient Earth Tier one at that, leagues above any modern Earth Tier skill. You pull up the Transcendent 1-star Battle Saint Ape's profile. Bloodline: 100% Ancient Grade. Skills: Basic Staff Arts. Weapon: Refined Iron Staff. It hasn't yet unlocked the Divine Battle Staff's true power, but it already rivals a Mystic Tier weapon. Then its 4 core stats appear on screen, and you almost can't believe your eyes. At just Transcendent 1-star, its strength already breaks 200. This monkey is absolutely broken. You fight down the excitement and prepare to rank the ape up. You happen to have several bottles of Transcendent 1-star Atavism Elixir, but the ape requires 5, Rapid Atavism takes 6. You use all 6 without hesitation. Moments later, a burst of light flashes, and the ape's atavism is complete. Battle Saint Ape. Rank: Transcendent 2-star. Bloodline: 100% Primordial Grade. Traits: Humanoid form, tall and powerfully built, roughly 30 feet tall, with even denser muscle, bolder contours, and visibly greater raw power. It already radiates the aura of a Demon King. Advanced Staff Mastery: Endlessly versatile. Weapon: Refined Iron Staff. Innate talent: Titan form. Base size matches a grown human. Upon activating Titan form, it grows to 30 feet with all stats multiplied by 5. The 4 core stats appear next, and your eyes nearly pop out of your skull. It's only Transcendent 2-star, and its strength already exceeds 1,000. And once Titan form kicks in, that number blows past 5,000. When a monkey knows Kung Fu, not even the gods can stop him. It instantly becomes the strongest beast in your arsenal. When your eyes open back in the real world, only a few minutes have passed. You find your mother and tell her you want to go out and help. Before you can even finish, she shuts you down. You're too young. You don't have the experience. Your strength can't change the big picture. Marcus walks over. Kai, even Tier 4 powerhouses are at risk of dying out there. Tier 2 beastmasters like us don't stand a chance. Autumn joins in, urging you to stay. But your mind is made up. Your father is still out there. You might not be able to turn the tide, but you sure as hell aren't hiding in here. Other beastmasters contract spirit beasts. You just contracted Sun Wukong. Officially, it's known as the Great Ancient Fierce Beast, the Battle Saint Ape, but it's a dead ringer for the Monkey King himself. So the first thing you do after forming the contract is push its atavism to Transcendent 2-star, ready to unleash it on the battlefield, but your mother remains adamant. When the nation is in peril, every person has a duty. Everyone fights tooth and nail to pass the advancement exam and grow stronger. Isn't that so we can fight for humanity's survival? These words move the Enforcement Bureau officers deeply. One of them steps forward, clearly impressed. Go ahead, we'll take care of things here. Your mother will be absolutely safe inside this shelter. You see genuine respect in his eyes. You leave the Bloodshell Savage Turtle behind to guard your mother and charge toward the ravaged city without looking back. Marcus is right on your heels. The moment you step outside, you spot the Cataclysm Tier Tree Demon at the city center, its entire trunk glowing blood red, its branches draped with citizens drained completely dry. Marcus is horrified. The official count puts the victims at 70,000, but the bodies hanging from the branches alone far exceed that number. No wonder they say a Cataclysm Tier ancient beast is unstoppable. Suddenly, movement in the distance catches your eye. A group of white-robed figures is herding civilians into an open area. The tree demon's branches sweep down instantly, draining every last drop of their blood in seconds. Your eyes burn with fury. This is the evil ancient beast order. You tail them quietly, looking for a chance to save the civilians. Along the way, the blonde thug asks the young man leading them, "Boss, can we really pull this off this time?" The key to reviving the ancient beasts is activating their bloodline. The more people we sacrifice, the higher the chance of activation. The ringleader flashes a cruel grin. They barge into a building and drag out every civilian inside. Anyone who resists is killed on the spot. When one of the heavy-set members moves to a separate room to do the same, you have the Iron Eater ambush and take him out. The ringleader senses it and charges over immediately, his gauntlets blazing with energy. This is a brawler, a class only Tier 4 warriors can unlock. He swings straight at the Iron Eater, but it's already dodged. What meets the brawler instead is a massive staff swinging straight at his skull. He barely blocks it, and when he sees what hit him, his blood runs cold. A furry face with sharp features, dressed in humanoid fashion, yet radiating ancient beast savagery. He's completely thrown off. He throws a probing strike at the ape anyway. The Battle Saint ape weaves like a phantom, its staff snapping back with wicked precision. Moments later, the ape finds an opening and hammers the man's wrist. His guard breaks wide open. The next second, the iron staff comes crashing down on his head. The ringleader drops dead on the spot. The rest of the members are paralyzed with terror. That was one of the key leaders of the entire operation. And he just got taken out, right here. The rest try to flee, but the Iron Eater and the Battle Saint ape cut them off. After interrogation, you learn the truth. The ancient beast order sent 7 squads, each tasked with capturing civilians for blood sacrifices to feed the tree demon, all to activate the ancient beast bloodline. When you learn they need at least 300,000 people, you and Marcus gasp in horror. They intend to blood sacrifice all of Riverton. In a fury, you wipe out every remaining ancient beast order member, calm the survivors, and set off to rescue others. But you barely take 2 steps before running into injured teachers from other schools. You ask about the situation in the city. The rampaging spirit beasts have just been brought under control, but the ancient beast order is still sacrificing civilians. You want to join them in defending Riverton, but they flatly refuse. In the future, your strength will be welcome. I won't stand in your way, but right now, the enemy is beyond your level. A female class-changed warrior says gently. The other teachers echo the warning. Then screams erupt nearby, and the teachers sprint toward the sound. You follow at a distance. Inside a collapsed housing block, civilians are being herded forward by 3 demon wolves. The one controlling them is a wanted professional wolf hunter. His thugs all call him the Wolf Master. School teachers, coming to play hero? He doesn't take them seriously at all. Protecting Riverton is our duty as beast masters. Garrett's expression is dead serious. What a coincidence, the Wolf Master sneers. Destroying Riverton is ours. The words barely leave his mouth before the 3 demon wolves close in on Garrett's beasts. The pressure mounts instantly. The other 2 teachers step up to share the load, but the Wolf Master simply waves his hand. 2 transcendent 3-star demon wolves charge straight at them. The female warrior, Vera, engages with her spear arts, but the wolf is blindingly fast. It clamps down on the spear shaft, yanks her off her feet, then drives its claws straight at her eyes. At the critical moment, the elementalist is also knocked down by a wolf. Garrett is about to rush in to help, when another beast space opens behind the Wolf Master. A towering wolf's head emerges, its overwhelming pressure crushing everyone. The instant it appears, it lunges at the 2 spirit beasts, pinning the bull demon underfoot with a single swipe, then crushing half the giant ape's body in its jaws. Garrett stares in utter disbelief. An elite 1-star Shadowfang warwolf. Its power can steamroll everything at its rank and beyond. The ancient beast order members cheer wildly. Meanwhile, Vera can barely hold on. Cracks are spreading across her defensive wall. Then from behind comes a thunderous roar. A lazy pig comes barreling straight at the demon wolf, and despite its tiny body, sends the wolf flying several meters. Vera scrambles to her feet and looks back. It's you and Marcus. In that split second, the wolf spots her exposed back. Its claws rip through Vera's armor. Just as the wolf moves in to finish her off, a crimson scorpion tail whips through the air, its barbed tip piercing straight into the wolf's eye. A torrent of fire pours in. The demon wolf collapses, barely clinging to life. Every eye locks onto the Iron Eater's scorpion tail. A transcendent 2-star, just one shot a 3-star. Garrett can't believe it. He knew you had incredible talent, but because your family couldn't afford better, you ended up with a reject-grade spirit beast. Yet this reject is absurdly overpowered. Across the field, the Wolf Master's heart bleeds. He may be a Tier 4 Beast Master, but raising a transcendent 3-star demon wolf still cost him heavily. And that wolf was his reserve, nearly ready for elite promotion. At his command, every remaining Ancient Beast Order member charges at you and Marcus. Vera, even with a mangled arm, throws herself in front of you both. Vera, let me borrow your weapon. System, learning Divine Battle Staff technique. You take the spear from her hand. Finally, this warrior skill tome is put to use. Learning complete. First tier mastery achieved. A vast ocean of staff combat knowledge and technique floods your mind. Your energy erupts, and within a few exchanges you've cracked skulls left and right. The Ancient Beast Order members are almost all warrior class, but their weapons and techniques are crude, so they're no match for you at all. The remaining few are visibly terrified. Then a warrior wielding a massive battle axe steps forward. He towers over everyone else, and that axe is clearly no ordinary weapon. He enters the fight by killing the teacher in front of him in a single blow. Everyone's face goes white. That teacher and Garrett were the pillars of this squad. Now there's no way out. Run! Don't look back! Leave this to us! Vera shouts, face pale as a ghost. We teachers are still standing. How can we let students fight and die in our place? Your nose stings with emotion. The Ancient Beast Order treats their own people as livestock to sacrifice to the ancient tree, yet these teachers are willing to give their lives for their students. Thank you for protecting me, but we're not greenhouse flowers. You prepare to unleash everything you've got. Relax, Marcus whispers to Vera. Kai just wiped out an entire squad by himself. The Wolfmaster sees you approaching and breaks into a twisted grin, sending the Axe Warrior straight at you. You channel all your power through your core. The staff in your hand strikes like lightning. The shockwave so powerful it knocks the axe clean out of his right hand. You seize the opening and strike his wrist. His right hand shatters on impact. The agony breaks his focus completely. You flip the spear point forward and drive it straight through his skull. Dead silence. A freshly graduated Beastmaster just killed 3 warriors. But only you know the truth. 450 points of strength can't overpower them head-on. It's your technique mastery that multiplies each strike, doubling the actual impact, allowing you to take them down so fast. Watching his men fall one after another, the Wolfmaster can't sit still any longer. You're dead, kid. The Shadowfang Warwolf wheels around and charges straight at you. Your beast space rips open behind you and a massive staff thrusts out, forcing the Warwolf back on the spot. At the same time, a gleaming golden beast steps out. Everyone stares in shock. What kind of spirit beast is that? Why does it send chills down your spine? It's just a transcendent 2-star. Warwolf, go eat it. The Wolfmaster frowns slightly. The Battle Saint Ape beckons the Warwolf with a dismissive wave. The wolf bares its fangs and lunges. The ape leaps high, lifting its iron staff overhead, dodging the wolf's jaws while bringing the staff crashing down on its skull. The werewolf snaps back with its teeth, clamping down on the iron staff, and 2 of its fangs shatter instantly. Jaws drop all around. A transcendent 2-star is actually going toe-to-toe with an elite rank beast. With a single thought from you, the Battle Saint Ape roars at the sky. Golden light blazes across its body as it surges to 30 feet tall. Its aura explodes 5-fold. Titan form activated. The crowd is horrified. Even heaven-tier beasts have never been known to transform and boost their power like this. This ape could very well be an ultra-rare mutant species. The Wolfmaster grits his teeth. How do all this kid's beasts keep mutating for the better? Does he have some kind of secret formula? He gives the Warwolf a new order. Capture it alive. I'm taking it back for research. But the Warwolf can't bring the ape down. If anything, the ape only fights harder, its stats massively boosted by Titan form. After a drawn-out exchange, the Shadowfang Warwolf slips up for just one instant, and the Battle Saint Ape seizes it. One flick of the staff sends the wolf crashing down. Runes blaze to life along the iron staff as it grows longer and wider, radiating apocalyptic force. It comes smashing down on the Warwolf, and the wolf's body splits apart on impact. Chills run down every spine. A transcendent 2-star just obliterated an elite rank beast. Nothing this absurd has ever happened in recorded history. The Wolfmaster's face contorts in agony. He collapses to the ground. Garrett and the others rush over and pin the Wolfmaster down. Suddenly, a deafening blast echoes across the sky. Everyone looks up. A colossal arc of sword energy tears across the heavens, slamming into the tree demon's trunk like a nuclear strike. Is that a Cataclysm tier sword, Grandmaster? Riverton is saved. Vera and the others erupt with joy. You stand frozen, mouth wide open, because that is unmistakably your father's sword energy. The tree demon lets out a low groan. All of Riverton begins to shake violently. Countless branches lash out at Roland, forming a towering crimson force gale. But Roland takes a single step forward, and the gale shatters. Your blood pumps with excitement. Dad is truly powerful. Meanwhile, the sword energy in Roland's hand turns a pure, blinding white. The very fabric of space grows increasingly unstable. Sensing mortal danger, the tree demon desperately fights back, but wherever the sword energy passes, space itself splits open. The tree demon tries to block, but every branch that touches the blade disintegrates into powder. The sky rains crimson, like a shower of blood. With a furious roar, Roland hurls himself at the tree demon, carrying an endless tide of sword intent. Thunder shakes the earth. The tree demon is cleaved in two. The shockwave levels everything around it. For the first time in what feels like forever, the people of Riverton see open sky. Roland, you betrayed the Ancient Beast Order. The Grand Steward won't let this slide. An Ancient Beast Order member screams. The moment you hear those words, you freeze. Your mind goes completely blank. Everyone else knew your father by his alias, Dale, but you know his real name is Roland. What does betrayed the Ancient Beast Order even mean? You look toward your father with conflicting emotions. Despite the distance, he seems to feel your gaze. He gives you a complicated smile, then coughs up several mouthfuls of blood before vanishing. A gut feeling tells you, this might be the last time you ever see him. The Ancient Beast Order begins to retreat, the disaster subsides, the military and the Enforcement Bureau start rescuing civilians. But you head straight back to the shelter to find your mother, desperate to know the truth about your father. What she tells you is a bombshell. She is the daughter of the most powerful man in Clearwater Province, commanding status and resources beyond anyone's reach. Yet she never cared for the flattery of ordinary people. Instead, she set her sights on you, a nobody with nothing. She made a point of sitting next to you on the way to school, even leaned in close to your ear, and drew out a secret buried deep in your heart. After the ancient beast order retreats and the chaos fades, you rush to find your mother to ask about Roland's true identity. What she reveals shakes you to the core. It's tied to your own origins. Your birth mother, Yara, was once a famous beauty who had been caught in a love triangle with Roland and General Long. Although she ultimately married General Long and gave birth to you, when the ancient beast order kidnapped you and your mother, it was Roland who came to the rescue first. He joined the ancient beast order solely to save you. What happened after that remains unclear. One night he showed up at your mother's doorstep carrying you in his arms. But he did once say that your birth mother might still be alive. As for your birth parents, you don't really have feelings for them. Your bond with your adoptive parents runs far deeper. But hearing that your birth mother may be imprisoned by the ancient beast order stirs something you can't explain. Your mother hands you a slip of paper. This is the contact information for one of Roland's friends. He can look after your day-to-day needs. From now on, you'll be on your own. You beg her to come with you. But she just shakes her head. I need to stay here and wait for your father, otherwise he'll worry. When you insist you're concerned for her safety, she gathers a spark of energy at her fingertip, makes one casual swipe, and slices clean through a concrete wall. Watching the building crumble, you're stunned speechless. Then she pulls you into a tight embrace. There's so much you don't understand yet. Yara didn't abandon you on purpose. I had no choice but to hide my strength, and even General Long might not be as bad as you think. We wanted to let you live a normal life, but too many people have already noticed how extraordinary you are, so you have no choice but to walk this path. Once you're in the game, the only way out is to fight through it. You're shaken by your mother's hidden power. But what is this game she's talking about? If even someone this strong can't shield you, it seems you really do need to see what's out there. A few days later, the school holds a graduation ceremony. Many students had stayed behind at the exam site and were lucky enough to escape Riverton's disaster. The principal announces that the advancement exam quota has been expanded to 30 spots. The entire student body erupts with excitement. After all, in previous years, all 3 middle schools combined didn't get that many spots. When you hear this, something clicks. You look around, then quietly lower your head. Marcus beside you senses something is off too, because exactly 30 people survived the exam. The survival rate is the lowest in history. No wonder the policy is so generous. Just as Marcus is about to say this out loud, you grab his arm in time. Everyone is caught up in the celebration. That's probably exactly why the authorities set it up this way. After the ceremony, you and Marcus are called to the principal's office. The moment you walk in, the principal commends you for your actions. After all, you two stopped the Wolfmaster's human sacrifice operation. Then he fixes you with a grave stare. Take the fact that you killed an ancient beast order elite to the grave. If word gets out, they will come for you. He then leads you into a hidden passageway, which opens into a deep underground corridor. This is the school's secret vault, lined with spirit beast skill tomes and equipment. Marcus's eyes light up instantly. All of this is for us? The principal looks like he wants to smack him. Don't flatter yourself. The school isn't as rich as your family. You each get to pick one item. After a dizzying selection process, Marcus grabs an Earth Attribute B skill tome, while you pick up a staff made of some unknown material. After all, when you assimilate with the Battle Saint Ape in the future, you'll need a proper weapon. The principal's face turns green, because that staff is the vault's crown jewel, a top-tier Earth-tier weapon. But a promise is a promise, so he reluctantly parts with it. A few days later, the bus to Clearwater Province departs. The Flame Dragon Task Force provides escort along the route. Some show-offs refuse to ride with everyone else and follow behind in their private cars, figuring it safer that way. But just as the bus is about to leave, Serena walks straight on board. Every jaw drops. Princess Serena is riding the bus with commoners, but she doesn't spare anyone a glance. She walks straight to your row and takes the window seat. Your row instantly becomes the center of attention. Marcus is curious. Serena, why didn't you take your own car? You tease, is it because you wanted to sit with me? Gave up a comfy ride just for that? But your grin freezes mid-laugh because Serena is staring straight at you and slowly leaning closer. She doesn't stop until your faces are less than 8 inches apart. Just when you're starting to crack under the closeness, Serena leans into your ear. You can even feel her nose brush against your earlobe. Then a whisper, barely audible. I heard you killed a Tier 4 Beastmaster from the Ancient Beast Order. Your heart clenches. The principal and the teachers warned you multiple times, never let this leak. You turn your head slightly toward Serena, but the distance is so small that your lips accidentally graze her cheek. A faint blush instantly spreads across Serena's face, and she nervously pulls back. A murderous glare shoots your way. No time to apologize, you scramble to change the subject. Serena, you're joking again. How could I possibly kill a Tier 4 Beastmaster? You know how strong elite rank beasts are. Which student here could beat something like that? Serena's eyes flicker, and she shoots you a look that screams, do you really think I buy that? Meanwhile, the students in the back rows are losing their minds. What were those two just doing? From the back, it looked like Serena kissed Kai, and then Kai kissed her back. When did these two become a thing? A nobody like Kai scored way above his league. She's the governor of Clearwater Province's daughter. Countless people have tried to get close, and none of them even got past the front door. Looks like the only reason he passed the advancement exam is because he latched onto Serena. The jealousy is real. When the bus stops at a rest area, something unexpected happens. While the Flame Dragon task force is also on break, you spot the female officer you once called out, and she's animatedly acting something out for her teammates. Curious, you walk over, only to realize she's reenacting the exact scene where you scolded her. You guys should have been there. This student had this brooding look on his face, like I'd broken up with him or something. And then he dead seriously demands, "What's the point of joining you? You can't even protect Riverton." She puts on a straight face and mimics your voice. One of the male officers snaps, "Which student had the nerve? If I'd been there, I'd have taught him what the Flame Dragon task force is all about." Your heart is pounding now. You spin around to leave, but the female officer spots you, and a devious glint flashes in her eyes. She charges over, grabs your shirt, and yanks you in like a rag doll. You have 500 points of strength, and she handles you like it's nothing. Then she points at you and shouts, "This is the guy. He's the one who asked what we're good for, said we couldn't even protect Riverton." Your brain feels like it's about to explode. All you can do is force a smile and wave. Then a mountain of a man walks up to you. His massive frame blots out the sun. "So you're the one who called the Flame Dragon task force useless, said we're trash, dead weight, a waste of government resources just for show?" Hearing this, you're completely confused. You immediately look at the female officer, and she gives you the most devious smile. She embellished everything. A chill runs down your spine. What do you do now? You're a broke student who hasn't even started at the Dragon Deep Grand Beast Academy yet, and you just received an invitation from the most elite Special Forces unit. But before you can even celebrate for 2 seconds, your nemesis mocks you, calls you a clueless toad who's never seen the real world. He even summons a transcendent 3-star beast to provoke you. But you just snap your fingers, and 3 seconds later he's on his knees before you. After the task force officer drags you over, everyone expects you to double down. Instead, you walk up and apologize. "I didn't understand how bad the damage to Riverton really was. That's why I said what I said. The misunderstanding was my fault." Your honesty catches the entire task force completely off guard. Nora feels a twinge of guilt. "The truth is, we're hurting too. We gave it everything we had, but the casualties still far exceeded anything we expected. We will get stronger. We will protect Riverton." Tears roll down her cheeks. The whole task force falls silent, lost in painful memories. Then a middle-aged man steps forward. "Nora told me you held an entire hospital by yourself and saved dozens of survivors. If you're interested, you should try out for the Flame Dragon task force." The other officers stare in shock. Nora smiles and hands you a formal invitation. "You're not going to turn us down again, are you?" You scratch your head, a little embarrassed. "If the chance comes, I'll definitely join." Nora holds your gaze for a moment, then flashes a playful smile before walking away. You swagger back to the table, invitation in hand. Everyone looks at you differently now. After all, who secures a job before even graduating? But Serena pours cold water right over you. They hand out invitations to top students from every academy every year, but only 1% actually get in. The spots are extremely limited, and you'll be competing against elites from every school in the province. Your brain nearly short-circuits. So all you got is an exam ticket. No wonder Nora had that sly smile. Suddenly a voice shatters the mood. "Some people just have no class. Even if they luck their way through the exam, they're still just frogs in a well." Pearl and Damien stroll over side by side. Imagine mistaking a worthless exam ticket for actual admission. A frog in a well is a frog in a well. Pearl keeps going. A flash of anger crosses your eyes, and she instantly recalls what happened at the shelter. She scrambles behind Damien. "Damien, protect me. He's going to hit me again." Damien has been dying for a chance to show off. In a flash, he summons a fox wreathed in flames. The crowd is startled. Marcus and the others can't believe it. A swallowtail demon fox. This guy actually evolved his beast to transcendent 3-star. No wonder he suddenly has the nerve to pick a fight with Kai. The Flame Dragon task force watches the drama unfold from the side. "Looks like our intel was right. Damien's strength puts him in the top tier, a prospect worth watching," the task force captain says approvingly. But Nora disagrees. "I see it differently. I think Kai's the one we should be paying attention to." Suddenly, a young man pops up beside her. "Nora, how about a bet? Let's see who's really stronger, Kai or Damien. If I win, you become my girlfriend. If you win, I'll give you my prized upper mystic tier spear. Deal?" Nora's fiery temper can't let that slide. "Fine, you're on." Hearing this, Jace perks right up. After all, Nora has no shortage of admirers. Winning her over would be a dream come true. He immediately turns to Damien. "Beat Kai, and I'll gift you a transcendent 3-star evolution elixir." Damien blinks. He's been put on the spot, but this plays right into his hands. "I won't let you down. I'm going to destroy Kai." Nora blows up. "Jace, you're cheating." Unable to hold back, she shouts at you. "Kai, beat him, and I'll give you a bottle of transcendent 3-star evolution elixir." The crowd erupts. A 3-star evolution elixir is worth $1 million. The Flame Dragon task force really are big spenders. But you shake your head. "An evolution elixir isn't worth my time. I want 2 spirit nurturing pills." Nora is stunned. A single spirit nurturing pill is worth as much as 1 evolution elixir, and you're demanding 2, but for the sake of that spear, she agrees without hesitation. Serena glances at Nora with a hint of surprise. This girl is willing to pay that much for Kai's fight. On the field, Damien smirks. This time you won't be so lucky. You smile and snap your fingers. Your beast space tears open, and the savage turtle and the Iron Eater emerge side by side. It clicks for the crowd instantly. No wonder Kai is so confident. He has 2 transcendent 2-star beasts. That puts him near the top of his class. The Flame Dragon Task Force members sit up straight, but Jace remains unimpressed. You really think 2 second-tier beasts can beat a swallowtail demon fox? Nora, what do you think? Nora says nothing because right now she genuinely regrets the bet. The spirit-nurturing pills aren't the issue. It's that Kai's odds are painfully low. If she loses, she becomes a playboy's girlfriend. She'd rather die. On the field, Damien makes the first move. He sends the swallowtail demon fox charging in. Burn them alive! The fox whips its tail, spraying a massive wave of fire across the field. Everyone expects both beasts to scatter, but instead, you shout straight at the savage turtle, "Burn right through it!" The turtle shoots forward. Molten lava-like liquid begins flowing across its shell. The temperature spikes even higher. At the same time, the scorpion tail lashes out. The fox flinches and twists its body to dodge. The next second, a massive shadow appears above the fox's head. The savage turtle is spinning at high speed and smashing down. The sheer force pins the swallowtail demon fox flat to the ground, and the lava-hot shell sears its flesh wide open. Damien's face turns ashen. How is a transcendent 3-star being overpowered? Then something truly horrifying happens. The scorpion tail drives straight into the fox's skull. Searing molten venom floods in. The fox lets out 2 agonized screams and goes still. Dead silence. The swallowtail demon fox is dead. A transcendent 3-star beast, forcibly killed by a 2-star. And that was no bottom-tier beast. It ranks solidly above average for its level. The most stunned of all are the Flame Dragon Task Force members. Jace grabs his head in disbelief. Nora completely loses it and rushes over to throw her arms around you. A female warrior's physique really is something else. Then a chill runs down your spine. Serena is staring at you with ice-cold eyes. Nora notices Serena's gaze too, and the 2 women lock eyes. You scramble to diffuse the tension. Hey, you promised me those spirit-nurturing pills. Don't forget. Nora glares at you. I just hugged you and you're still thinking about the pills. You immediately back away. I didn't ask you to hug me. You're not that irresistible. Don't even think about using that as payment. Nora pouts in frustration, then slaps 2 pills straight into your palm. The fact that she carries items worth millions on her person like loose change, this Nora is definitely not just an ordinary officer. One of the Flame Dragon Task Force guys laughs. Clever kid, even you slip up sometimes. Latch onto Nora, our little rich girl, and you could eat pills like candy for the rest of your life. Catching the implication, you scoff. Rich? Can she outrich my Serena? Every head swivels toward you. Has he seriously landed Serena, the ultimate heiress? So he looks down on Nora as small time? This is headline news. Every male student in earshot wants to tear you apart, but you just walk away without a word of explanation. Serena frowns slightly from the side. Keep running your mouth like that, and you're the one who'll pay for it. After the convoy resumes, the group travels for 7 days and 7 nights before finally reaching Clearwater Province. Students break off into small groups to register. Behind you, Faye and Travis trail close by, standing behind Damien. The whole group glares at you with open hostility. Damien's eyes are bloodshot. This time I'll make him pay. In Clearwater Province, without connections or resources, crushing him will be as easy as stepping on an ant. After a long trek, your group finally reaches the Dragon Deep Grand Beast Academy. The front gate looms like a crouching titan, gleaming with ancient majesty under the sun. The words Dragon Deep Beast Academy radiate a deep, mystical aura. Walking inside, a massive Beastmaster statue towers at the center of the main plaza. Tall and commanding, eyes full of depth, surrounded by the shimmering phantoms of divine beasts. Just as you're wondering who it depicts, a voice calls out, that was a legendary headmaster of the Beast Academy, a Cataclysm-tier Beastmaster. He fell in battle deep within the Dragon Deep, so this statue was built in his memory. A red-haired girl walks over with a warm smile. Hey there, I'm Freya, a second-year Wind Attribute student. I'll be your senior here. Welcome to the Dragon Deep Grand Beast Academy.